Oh, hey guys, what's up? No joke, I start when you're going to bed. Sorry, it's him. Somebody once told me that Alan was streaming. Nice. Yo Taco Man, Megan, what's up, Megan? Toasty, Devin, Flappy Bro, how you guys doing? Asriel, how's everyone's day been? I know it's good for me, because I get to be off tomorrow. You like making it to my streams? Yeah, it can be a little tough sometimes, since I don't have a schedule. You love the Switch? Me too. Please lick him. Okay. Alright, we're gonna start with Mario Kart, and on this stream we're just gonna play any game that I feel like playing. So it doesn't have to be multiplayer, but we'll probably do multiplayer games for the most part. The Zekinator is your 100% waifu. Isn't that dude from Xenoblade? Don't you mean his blade, or him himself? I can monetize my videos now. Yep. Did I see your fan art? Yeah, it's funny. It's not bad. You got Stardew Valley and you can't stop playing. You'll join soon. I've only put about 5 hours into it, but I was really into it at first, and I was like even getting into like the wiki pages to figure out how to like give like the right presents to certain girls and stuff. Because I was trying to like get this one, like, because you can do events in that game, but and there's other stuff in the game. I mean, that's obviously not the main point of the game, but and then Mario Odyssey came out, and I just completely stopped playing Stardew Valley, and I haven't gone back since. You get to use him on your team, and he does too much damage. I don't know if I could replace any of my 3 current members. With them being Rex, Nia, and Tora. Like, they're my 3 favorite characters. I don't know, if Zeke is funny enough, I might replace Rex. Although he's pretty overpowered with Mithra, so that might cause me some trouble with boss fights or whatever. When will I upload a video? I'm trying to get this cartoon out as soon as possible, but I also want it to be good, so I'm gonna try not to rush it too much. It might be sooner than later, but it should be hopefully by this weekend, or maybe the beginning of next week. Something like that. So within 4 or 5 days. Have I done a face reveal? Yeah, a few times. Yo, Cool Jimmies, what's up? Oh, I'll see you later, it's him. Tora is only great for the elemental damage. Yeah, but I have to have the Nopon dude on my team. I mean, Riki was my favorite character in the original Xenoblade, and if it wasn't for Nia, then I'd play as Tora, but Nia is my absolute favorite character, so. Will I play Mario Odyssey? Possibly. The only problem with that is I'd have to switch SD cards, and that would be inconvenient, but almost half of my game library is on my other SD cards, so I'll probably end up doing it at some point during the stream. Great thumbnail, thanks. I know it doesn't quite hold up to the last one, but at least I added a neat shadow effect in there. I've been drawing a little Nintendo Switch dude with like arms and legs since like the beginning of this school year. So you can make Rex a tank if you want. Yeah, I like how characters in Xenoblade 2 are much more customizable than in any other game in the series. Although, no, in Xenoblade Chronicles X, at least your own character was pretty customizable, because you could change their weapons and cred. But other than that, the only customization thing they took away, which actually really sucks, is like outfits. Like, you can't change your character's outfits at all. I've heard that they do change at some point in the game, but that's all you get. Just one other costume change. God, I can't believe I missed that. Oh, it still hit! Holy crap. Got lucky. I could have just said that was pure skill and I predicted that, but oh well. Oof. Mirror is so much easier than 200cc. I'm gonna try to play Daisy a bit, and then I might switch to Inkling Boy or Yoshi. Or Josh. That's his real name. Ah, frick. I clicked something on my phone. We never get the jump boost from that. I'm just not used to using the Pro Controller. The triggers are weird. They have more travel, even though they still don't have all that much travel. They have more travel than the Switch trigger buttons. Like the Switch trigger buttons, if you barely press down a little bit, then they're clicked. I'm just used to that. I haven't quite gotten accustomed to the Pro Controller yet. You know, if I'm being completely honest, I think I prefer the Joy-Cons over the Pro Controller, like even ergonomic-wise. Like, sure, the buttons aren't as comfortable to hold down for longer periods of time, like if you don't have auto-accelerate on. Like, the buttons on the Pro Controller are big and comfortable to press. But, and the Switch buttons can kind of dig into your fingers after a while if you're pressing down really hard on them, which you shouldn't be, but... Also, Zeke says I'm really feeling it. Oh yeah, I heard about that. And he's kind of mean, like he's kind of a meme character, and kind of a pervert, and it's funny. Like he's kind of like a humor fodder character. What is better, the Nintendo Switch or the Wii U? The Switch for sure. Although the Wii U has Smash 4, so I mean it holds up okay. But once the Switch gets Smash 4, there will be no purpose for the Wii U. The Wii U will just be completely useless. I got lucky. Good game. How long have I been playing Mario Kart? I mean, if you count all Mario Kart games, probably since I was 5. Because I started with Mario Kart 64 on the Nintendo 64. How would I rate your new speed art? I haven't actually seen the video, but the art is at least a 9. Maybe like an 8, because I don't think it's your best art. Like, Cappy doesn't take up much of the canvas or whatever, and he's kind of low detail. You've done better art, but I do like your Cappy drawing. And just the stylization and stuff. It would make a nice thumbnail. When it comes to your art standards, it's like an 8 or a... Yeah, I'd say an 8 maybe, compared to your other art. If I tried to draw Cappy, I know it wouldn't be that good, so... What's my favorite Nintendo character? Magnemite from Pokemon. You probably knew he's from Pokemon since he's a Gen 1 Pokemon, and most people know all of the Gen 1 roster, but... After that, it's probably... who's my other favorite Nintendo character? Maybe Pikachu? I do love Pikachu. Like, he's not my favorite Pokemon, but I do... Like, he's up there. And after that, probably... I think Paper Mario? Does that even count? Okay, Riki from Xenoblade. Riki from Xenoblade is probably number 2 over Pikachu. That's kind of a bold statement, but I love Riki. Riki is great. He's an amazing character. And then, like, Princess Daisy is high up there on the chart of my favorite Nintendo characters, and then Toon Link for sure is up there. Who else? The Odyssey animation is now incorrect. I know, I changed the title too, but I still keep getting comments from people saying, oh, the new update came out, so this video is no longer valid. I'm like, dude, I freaking changed the title. Come on, man. What do you expect me to do? Delete the video when I'm still making money from it? Who's better, Mario or Cappy? Mario for sure, but I do like Cappy. But Cappy is not better than the man himself. Okay, and Mario is probably also in my top 5 favorite Nintendo characters. Although I did say Paper Mario, and that is my favorite iteration of Mario. You have to go to bed? And then I start streaming. Yeah, I know that feeling where you're like, screw sleep, I'm just gonna do this instead. I stay up way too late every night. I don't know if I answered, but do you use a capture card for your streams? I use an Elgato HD, which is the older model of the Elgato. Because the newest one is the HD 60, I believe, unless they released one like between last year and now. But the one I'm using is, I think, from a couple years back. But it's pretty good, and it has the capability of streaming at 720p 60 frames per second or 1080p 30 frames per second. It's just that my computer can't handle that because it still all has to go through my computer, and it takes quite a bit of processing power to stream at 1080p. I wouldn't say it takes a whole lot, since probably 90% of computers out there can do it, or 90% of decently modern, competent computers, but mine is kind of a laptop from 2015 that wasn't even meant for gaming or anything like that, so you're not going to get too much out of it. I'm honestly lucky to be able to do everything that I can do with my laptop. I was surprised. Sometimes it does surprise me. Like a couple weeks back, or about a week ago, I managed to get Super Smash Bros. Brawl running on it at 60 frames per second on average on Dolphin Emulator, which is amazing. A Wii game being emulated on my laptop. That actually gives me hope that the Switch could get Wii Virtual Console along with GameCube Virtual Console, because I think it can definitely handle it. I would buy Mario Galaxy again to play it on Switch. Oof. Jeez. Oh, I'm glad that the invincibility after getting hit lasts quite a while, doesn't it? I was all the way out of the animation for getting hit and had full control of my character for about 2 seconds, and still was able to tank that hit. Not complaining, I'm just saying that's a little strange. Cool, but strange. Good game. Someone shoved your head up to their what? That kind of crap happens in your grade? That's not okay. What if Virtual Console was on Switch? I would flip and buy like a lot of Virtual Console games, and Nintendo would get even more of my money. Yeah, that's not okay, Arwing. Don't know. Once you had to wake up at 6 AM and went to bed at 3 AM. Yeah, I've done that before. Like, only gotten like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. You know, it's funny. There are certain stages of sleep, and apparently, at least for like maybe like if you're only if it's just gonna be like one night where you're gonna only get a small amount of sleep, it's actually better to only get like 4 to 3 hours of sleep rather than 5 hours of sleep, or 5 or 6. Because you enter a certain stage of sleep once you've slept for like 6 hours, and it's like deep sleep, and when you get snapped out of it, like if you haven't slept long enough, you're more tired for some reason. I don't exactly know why. You can look it up yourself. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. But I forget what it's called too, but there's a word for it. And but if you only get like 2 hours of sleep, it's like a nap sort of, and it will make you feel refreshed when you get up. So like if you weren't trying to pull an all-nighter but accidentally stayed up later than you were meaning to, then you can try to only get like 2 hours of sleep, 2 or 3, maybe 4, and you might feel better than you'd expect in the morning. Like you might actually feel kind of refreshed and awake. Just don't do that too much, because eventually the lack of sleep will catch up to you. In fact, about by 2 days it should, and you'll start feeling like dead tired, and yeah. So I'd only do that like every once in a while. Like if you mess up and just end up staying up too late. Problem is I stay up too late all the time. I always tell myself I'm not going to do it, but then I do. That's some serious stuff, Arwing. I'm gonna be not joking about that. I'm not gonna ignore it either, but I'm not sure if I want to talk about it on stream. But yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you. Definitely talk about that on DM or whatever. Not telling you to shut up about your problems at all. I'll see you later, Flappy Bro. I think I might lose this race. I can't be too depressing on stream, but yeah, man, if you want to talk about anything, you can on DM. Always willing to talk about crap. Yeah, because that's not okay. That's no good. Crap, I lost. Good game. Plays Puyo Tetris instead of Mario Kart. You traitor. You couldn't buy the Nintendo Switch until Christmas Eve because it was already sold out. It was already sold out, wow. Well, I mean, it was out of stock for a long time. But if you tried to buy one like right after Black Friday, they were pretty prevalent. How am I today? I'm doing fine. I think they almost overstocked the Switch for Black Friday, because I still see at least 1 or 2 Switches in the Switch area at my local Target. Like they usually have at least 1 or 2 at all times. Can I invite people who don't have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? No, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Alright, I'll see you later, Nintendo. You once went 2 days without sleep to do a project? I could not survive that. Seems like not too many people want to play Mario Kart. Still have 14 people apparently, unless my phone is lying to me again. Yeah, 15, wow. Hello to everyone who's here, thanks for coming. We have 15 people watching, but only 2 people playing. That's great. Yeah, it works on DS and 3DS, but not online, only locally. That's called DS Download Play, and that uses a local wireless connection. Hey, Bit! Probably because everyone's asleep. Fair enough. Our phone is lying. Yeah, phones are liars. You don't trust phones. Don't trust anyone, not even yourself. How am I? I'm doing good. How about you, Golden? I like how you started a message with your one account and then you went to your alt. It's funny. Have I heard about Nintendo Labo? Yeah, I watched the reveal trailer like the moment it came out. I was ready for that, because I had paid attention to when Nintendo said they were going to do the broadcast, and people had thought it would be a stream. Like the Nintendo Life even posted a link to their stream website. Like every YouTube channel has like a stream URL. Like even me, like if when I stream, it's always on the same URL. So if you copy the URL and paste it, you can always go to like the website where YouTube uses, like the website that YouTube uses for my streams. And if you go there and I just start streaming, then you'll immediately see the stream, or you should. But anyway, And Nintendo, but the streaming Nintendo thingy was just empty even after the time when the announcement was supposed to happen. So people were like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then some folks said in the comments of the stream, because there were like 11,000 people there, I guess, from Nintendo Life, and some people started commenting, "Oh, look on their channel, they uploaded a video." And so I watched the Nintendo Labo reveal video like 2 minutes after it came out. And I'm not disappointed, but that definitely isn't up my alley. I don't really care about it. I'm not mad about it, but it's nothing that really will ever appeal to me. So it's a bummer that they chose to do that instead of something cooler, but I mean, they've done plenty of cool stuff. They've made plenty of cool games this year. I mean, in 2017, and I know we have cool stuff coming in 2018, like Kirby Star Allies, so why not? I mean, if they want to make something different, just let them. That's Nintendo's choice. I mean, that's part of what makes Nintendo Nintendo. They're always doing weird, innovative, somewhat innovative things, or they're always doing weird, experimental, risky things to try to innovate, and that's one of the things that makes them so great sometimes, and other times it screws them over. Should you stay on? Oh, you mean which? What? I'm confused. Yo, Burrito, what's up? Are you asking me which account you should use? Because honestly, it doesn't matter. Like how you can say good game. Good game, and I'm using tilt controls. Are like the most useful chat clips here. When you just have Alan's voice as the background for Puyo Puyo Tetris. I doubt my voice is as good as the soundtrack for that game, so you might want to, I don't know, maybe you should listen to that instead. It's probably amazing, because I know that one song from the boss fight between Sonic and Eggman in Chemical Plant in Sonic Mania, that's Puyo Puyo, is a song from Puyo Puyo remixed, and it's pretty good. Maybe it's just T. Lopes and his magic that made the song good, but you never know. Maybe the entire soundtrack is good. Oof. Never fallen down there before. So there's a first for everything. Whee. Oh shoot. Okay, I survived, cool. Ow. Aw, man. Didn't get the boost. I mean, it did kind of boost me, but... Okay, I was wanting a mushroom. Alright, Toasty Cat. Think you can take me? Pip squeak? Pup squeak? Think you can take me? You're done. I don't think he says you're done. I'm not sure what he says. I can't understand the stupid guards in Xenoblade. Whee. Got a Mario Kart Master here, guys. Oof. Watch me mess up as soon as I say that. That always happens. When I say something like that, it always jacks me up. It's karma for bragging. Oof. No! Aw. Still have a lead. Okay, I need to stop saying stuff like that, because now, as soon as I said that, here comes a blue shell. Wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna get the boost right when that hits me. Okay, nope, that didn't work. Did someone disconnect? Because I'm not seeing Toasty Cat anymore. It's just me and Bit, apparently. Oof, 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 oof. Gotta be kidding me. No. No, Toasty Cat. No, you don't do that. No. Somehow I still won. Welcome to McWoomies. How may I take your order? Apparently McDonald's does actually exist in the Splatoon universe, since they did have a Splatoon Splatfest. I mean, a McDonald's Splatfest in Japan. You're a kid. You're a squid. You're a kid. You're a squid. You're a kid. You wrote it. Oh, okay, Azrael. Nice. How was my day? It was great. Actually, it was terrible because I was in school. Nah, I wouldn't say it was terrible. It was mediocre, but you know, at least I'm living in America in a non-third world country where I can go and get a nice education and talk to my friends and play Nintendo Switch games in class and, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. Do I know the way? My Buddha. Do you know the way to an old meme, or a meme that died immediately because it was killed by normies? Can I do Splatoon on Friday or Saturday? I'm not sure, because I might be working full on my cartoon. If I get it out, I might do a celebratory stream, but I'm not sure if that would be a stream of me playing games. I'm not sure. Like, what else would I do? Maybe it will. Maybe I'll play some Splatoon to celebrate the release of Brownie and Caterpillar Episode 1, Part 1. Oof. Don't you dare try to catch my drift. It's my drift, not yours. You plebeian. I'm pretty sure you say plebeian, and that's it. I'm joking with you, Toasty Cat. You're pretty good at Mario Kart, I'll give you that. Pretty darn good. If you can compete with my 200cc skills, then... Oof, I can't believe I... Okay, at least I still blocked the red shell by default. Wasn't totally bad. Now if I can just survive the end of this race, I swear I'm jinxing it. Okay, never mind. Good game. Oh, okay, cool. For some reason I thought that it wasn't the end, and maybe I just thought it was and it wasn't, but okay. Yo, Smiley, what's up? Q&A is what I will do. Oh yeah, you guys were wanting a Q&A stream. You can always just ask me questions. I usually answer questions on stream. What's the point of a Q&A stream or a Q&A video if I'm always answering questions on stream anyway? You guys already listen to plenty of boring rants about me. From me. This is my worst stage on 200cc. I need practice on it. Answer this. Okay, lay it on me. Hey kids, do you want some memes? Please stop. Oh, I get it. It's like the Lenny face, like peeking through a brick wall. Stop. Oh no. Yeah, I fall off way too often on this stage. Weep. Oh, nope. Whoa, crap. Darn it. Crud. Just watched him fly off the track. Oh shoot. No. Oh crap. I found that jumping can sometimes be a good substitute for drifting when you want to go like on an even tighter curve. Like, you don't need the boost if all you're trying to do is survive. And jumping sometimes just works better. Maybe I should use it more often on this stage. Oof. I mean, that kind of saved me from flying off the track in the end, so I guess that was helpful. Thanks for the blue shell. crud, it wasn't enough. Antivirus is not enough. You need protogens. Talk about old memes. I think the latest meme is the Connect 4 meme. It seems pretty intriguing. Reminds me of the meme of the dude with his girlfriend or wife turning around and looking at another girl walking by, like a certain face. Can someone kick Mighty Burrito out? No. Maybe stop spamming, like, the same messages over and over. Because you did the "Hey kids, do you want some memes" thing like 7 times. But, yeah, as long as you do that, you're good. Or don't, don't spam the same messages over and over, you're good. You can hear your Joy-Cons move. I'm playing with a Pro controller, but yeah, the HD rumble is kind of loud. What, is that other friend inferior to the main friend? I personally like all my friends equally. Well, okay, that's a lie. I have one obnoxious friend, but yeah. It's this kid at school. What game are we gonna play next? You guys seem to like Stardew Valley. We could play that. Shanter. There's Shanter. Your console looks the same as mine. Cool. There's like new Shantae DLC stuff, and I could play it for you guys if you want. Although you might not get the context of the story because the story takes place post the game, or like it has all the events of the game. I don't know. You don't need to understand it to enjoy watching the gameplay, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know what you guys enjoy, to be honest. Well, I can kind of tell, but snipper clips? You guys want to see snipper clips? I mean, Jeremy's the only one who said it. Splatoon? But we play Splatoon all the time. Like practically every stream. Yeah, I would want to play a new game. Mario Odyssey. Okay, none of you guys seem to want to see Shantae, so I'm just going to play this for a little bit and then do what you guys want. I guess there's no point in you guys seeing the cutscenes since you wouldn't get the context of it anyway. I love this game's humor and dialogue, though. Rocket League? Okay, everyone wants to see a different game. Literally everyone. No one has, like, no 2 people have the same suggestion. Skyrim. You know, the last time I played that on stream, the chat got really toxic for some reason. Never played Snipper Clips on stream, though. I always planned on playing it on stream with Elizabeth, because she loves it. It's like her favorite game on Switch. Puyo Puyo Tetris or Splatoon 2. I don't have the full version, though. It's just the demo. Rocket League. A lot. Okay, now that's something that 2 people have suggested. So I guess we'll do that next. So in this Shantae DLC story mode thing, you don't actually play as Shantae, you play as her 3 friends, Bolo, Roddy Tops, and Sky, and it's really cool. It's kind of like Sonic Heroes, because you switch between characters, like on the fly. and you play as all three of them at once, sort of. And they each have their own abilities that can get you through certain puzzles and areas. So in that sense, it's exactly like Sonic Heroes. There's going to be Dark Souls for the Switch. Yep, I watched that Nintendo Direct. 12 people are watching this stream. Hopefully that number doesn't decrease because I'm playing Shantae. This game is cool though. I think you guys would like it if you gave it a chance. Yo, Red. Shantae is like my favorite series of platformers, of action platformers that, you know, like aren't maybe Kirby. I don't know, I might like Shantae more than Kirby. Mario is definitely the best platformer, but okay, see, like you switch between the three of them simultaneously and you can complete puzzles by using them, like their skills and combination, like that. It's great. It's cool. Now, tutorials are dumb because I already know how to do this, but anywho, you just had surgery? What kind, if you don't mind me asking? And are you doing all right afterwards? Because I know surgeries can be pretty rough. Fun times. I guess I'll play Rocket League and then Sniffer Clips, because I think I've seen multiple people ask for Sniffer Clips. Although Go F Yourself Studios is probably one of the same people who already suggested something, but because, you know, that's an account anyone can use. Okay, you don't have to keep spamming suggestions. I'm gonna play Rocket League next and then Sniffer Clips. Then after that you can suggest things again. Just let me play a little bit more of this. This game is really awesome. Usually prefer its predecessor on 3DS though. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, in my opinion, is the best game in the series. And then the only one I haven't beat so far is the original on Game Boy Color. But I've played all of them. And then I haven't beat this DLC yet, even on my main file. I'm near the end. And then I haven't even tried the Risky Boots DLC. You had a tooth exposed because it never came in. It wasn't too rough, but anesthesia is the worst. Oh man, I know the feeling. Twice this has happened to me. I've had a tooth that, like, my teeth are really strong. My bones and teeth are just really strong for some reason. I think it's a thing I inherited from my dad's side of the family, and it's a good thing because I never get cavities, even if I go like a day or two without brushing my teeth. But, and I used to, like, not brush very well when I was younger, and I still never ended up with cavities. I'm just really lucky, or my teeth are really strong. Anyway, let me just get to the point here. I had twice this happened. I had a baby tooth, that was just unwilling to give up. Like it just wouldn't detach and fall off. So my adult tooth would just apparently just tried to grow under it, and it resulted in a lot of pain and problems eating and stuff like that because I had like a tooth under a tooth. It was like ripping at the other tooth. So I had to, they had to force remove, basically surgically remove a tooth, like twice, and it sucked. On 2 different occasions. You have a question? Why are you not a moderator when the last stream with Super Mario Galaxy you donated? I mean, dude, try not to get all triggered or anything like that. I'm not just gonna give mods to anyone who donates. It doesn't work that way, man. It's not about donating, it's about being like a loyal member and me knowing you well enough to know that you won't abuse your power. And if you're gonna be the type of person to complain that I'm not giving you moderator, then it's probably, I probably won't give you moderator abilities ever. You have stitches in your mouth? Yeah, that's worse than mine. Sorry for asking. Don't apologize for asking, it's just... I've had a lot of people beg to be moderators before, and like, you gotta wonder why. Like, why do you want to be a moderator that bad? It's not like a badge of honor, and it doesn't mean you're more important than anyone else on the stream. I do admit that I specifically, like, a lot of my moderators are people I know in real life, like my actual, like, friends, and then a lot of them are friends that I've made, like, they're actual friends that I made through YouTube and through this community. But because they're friends, I do trust them somewhat more than your average dude watching the stream who might be recurring, you know? I'll see you later, Azriel. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is awesome. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's my second favorite Zelda. I used to say it was my favorite, but honestly, I still prefer Wind Waker. You like Twilight Princess better? You might get triggered at my opinion, but that's my least favorite. In fact, I had it on Wii U. I had the HD version, and I never beat it. I sold my copy. I mean, to be fair, I was a little bit, you know, desperate for money, because... well, not desperate, I just wanted other games. But, yeah, I never even bothered to beat it. I just made it to the Goron Temple, which is at least 7 hours into the game, like, maybe even 10. So I was a little bit into it. And, yeah, I ended it there. You've gained more subs than the last small streamer I watched? Oh, cool. Give me admin, mother flipper. I'm pretty sure you're you're a moderator on both Discord and right now, like on the stream. The end is amazing. Honestly, the ending for me was one of the most anticlimactic, lame endings ever. I mean, it did suggest that we finally defeated Ganon for good. I think Breath of the Wild's story was its weakest aspect, and character development was pretty shallow. We never really got to know the heroes very well. Even characters like Sidon weren't developed all that much. I just couldn't really get an attachment with the characters like I could in, say, maybe Majora's Mask, you know? Or Ocarina of Time. Felt like both of those games had much better stories. And Wind Waker, for sure. You can't wait to see what the next game is going to be like. Yeah, me too. I think they're going to make something really awesome out of the Breath of the Wild engine. I'm hoping they don't just copy the Breath of the Wild format to a T, though, because I want something different. I'm hoping it's a little bit more traditional, like with actual dungeons and stuff again. But I also hope it is open world, but I hope it also has like more development. Like I hope it takes place after Breath of the Wild and after they've repaired Hyrule quite a bit, or maybe even returned to using modern technology, like in the Sheikah ages when Sheikahs were prominent. And did I finish the Breath of the Wild DLC? Not yet. I could do that on stream if you want, because I'm like a part of the way through that. I completed the Mipha trial and fought the Mipha boss again, the Mipha Ganon whatever thing. And got the improved Mipha's Grace. But what was I saying? I completely forgot. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, but I'm hoping the next... okay, I remember now. The next Zelda, it's like... there's just more life to it, like more personality. Like the story maybe is a little bit quirkier and funnier. Maybe darker sometimes. Like with better characters and more interesting storylines and development. That would be the best thing. I want a better story. Maybe a Link with a little bit more personality. I don't know, something like that. Maybe even a girl Link. That'd be cool. Can you get free Switch games, please? Nice joke. The one on 3DS has a ton of dungeons and it was lit. You mean A Link Between Worlds? You finished it and got the Master Cycle? Nice. You like the Skyward Sword motion controls? Yeah, I've heard that they're some of the best. Yeah, I was hoping Linkle would be in Breath of the Wild, because remember when it was rumored that there would be a female Link in Breath of the Wild? And then for a while people thought, like from the initial trailer, that the Link that they showed could have been female, but it was pretty obvious that he wasn't, to be honest. Like, he didn't really look like a girl at all. He did have long hair and everything, but you saw enough to tell that that's definitely a dude. I don't want them to completely, like they probably wouldn't anyway, but I don't want them to reuse Linkle's design or personality. I just want a female character. Maybe with more personality, but maybe not Linkle's. She's just a little bit too weird. Like, I like quirky, but Linkle is just weird. Dark Link? Yeah, maybe they could do more Breath of the Wild DLC in the future, because I don't think did they ever say that then the DLC Pack 2 was the last one? There could be more, and maybe they could add a Shadow Link thing. One thing that was strange to me in Breath of the Wild, if you notice, there's no Triforce. Like, there's no mention of the Triforce that I remember. There's just nothing. Like, I think it's shown maybe like on the Master Sword and referenced in like banners and stuff on Hyrule Castle maybe, but there's no Triforce in the game. Like, that you can actually obtain or use or anything like that. And that's weird to me. Like, does Link even have the Triforce? I mean, I think it's like the symbol for the loading screen and stuff like that, but still. Rip happiness, because you have a Wii U and you won't be getting a Switch for the new Legend of Zelda game anytime soon, but you can play the Breath of the Wild on Wii U. Oh, you mean you have a Wii U, so you can play it anyway, but you're not getting a Switch for that. Well, there are other reasons to buy a Switch, like Odyssey and Splatoon 2. And, you know, Skyrim, because it's a handheld that can frickin' play Skyrim. He had courage? I mean, he's courageous, but did he actually have the Triforce? I don't think I ever, like, paid attention enough to see whether or not he had the Triforce on his hand or whatever. But you think we would have, like, that would have been shown at some point, like when we fight Ganon, like maybe both Zelda's and Link's Triforces could have glown or whatever, because Ganon is supposed to have one part of it, and Zelda and Link are supposed to have their respective parts of it. Anyway, I'm kind of hoping that they actually did kill off Ganon in Breath of the Wild, and this is the end of the traditional Zelda format of fighting Ganon, and the endless story that just repeats itself over and over and over, with Ganon always getting reincarnated. And because they have presented different villains in Zelda games in the future, I mean, they have done different villains in Zelda before, like Skull Kid in Majora's Mask, and what's-his-face in Skyward Sword, and, you know, the villains in the most of the handheld games. So I hope for the future we don't see Ganon again, or if we do, it needs to be some kind of new Ganon or something like that. I want a new villain. You know, I don't want to see the same old Ganon again. And then I didn't like him in Breath of the Wild. Like, Breath of the Wild Ganon was the worst Ganon because he was just a monster. He was just a big, heartless, lifeless monster with no personality. He wasn't even all that intimidating. Like, sure, if I actually was getting attacked by that thing, I'd freak out because it would kill me in one stomp or one shoot of its weird laser beam thing. But obviously. But other than that, like, he wasn't actually a character. He was just a trial to overcome. And in almost every other Zelda game, maybe except like the first few, Ganon was a more fleshed out character. Even in Ocarina of Time, like he was intimidating, you know, he was scary. Are we still on this game? Yeah, I guess I could switch soon. As soon as I beat this level, I'll switch. How do I record gameplay on my Switch? I use an Elgato HD. Yeah, that's what it's called. An Elgato. I forget the exact name. Yeah, it's just Elgato Game Capture HD. It was about an $80 capture card. If you're gonna buy a capture card, go ahead and get an Elgato. You're not gonna get anything better for the price for your money. And if you try going for a cheap one, you're just gonna get a piece of crap that won't work with most hardware. Like, I ended up paying I tried to pay like $8 for one, and I got an Easy Cap, and it only works with VGA. And then you can get an adapter to make that work with HDMI, but that's an extra like maybe $10 on top of that. and you're going to get a much lower quality than what you would get with an Elgato. You might as well just buy an Elgato. Zelda had the Triforce. It was on her hand when she did her magic power attack. Oh, maybe you're right. We could play Zelda after Rocket League instead of Snipper Clips. I don't know. Spent 10 racks on a new chain. Okay, cool. Pretty sure that's a thing from the Gucci game thing that you guys are talking about now. That the kids these days talk about. You whippersnappers and your trends and your Gucci and your expensive shoes. Back in my day, all the kids just wanted Pokemon cards. That's all we cared about. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch SD cards. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. I don't think I said that, like how whoever says that, I'm pretty sure that was a quote from Snoop Dogg, but I'm not sure. And I don't want to look stupid, but I already do so well. Now my Joy-Cons are gonna connect because I tried to put them in the grip to get them out of the way. Rest in peace. I have so many games. Well, most of those are either demos or games that I don't actually have, like Forces, which is only on my home menu because I installed the DLC. Because you can install DLC for games if it's free, even without the game, and then it'll act like you have the game, but you can't play it. Basically, it doesn't install the game; it just installs the DLC, and you still need to buy the game to use the DLC. But you can make it look like you have the game. I'll see you later, dead man. Play Skyrim for Garfield. Wouldn't you rather Breath of the Elder Scrolls? Micro SD cards are so tiny. Like, I'm so worried about losing these eventually. I spent like 30 bucks on this one that I'm using. Then the other one I'm using I bought several years ago to use on my phone that I got around then. And back then they were like, sheesh, like 40 or 50 bucks. So I think I spent about 40 or 50 bucks on it. I think it's a class 10 too, so it's like one of the fastest that you can get. Though it doesn't make that much of a difference. Nowadays you can get a 256 gig for like 40 or 50 bucks, and it'll work just fine. That's what I should have gotten for my money. Although you have to buy SD cards like that online if you want a reasonable price. Yo, Oshawott, what's up? Hey, you do have Rocket League, right? I know you have Dragon Ball. We can play that at some point. I'm getting sick of having to switch SD cards, so my goal is to try to get a big one and then just install all of my games on it, so I don't have to worry about switching SD cards all the time anymore. Then I can just use my old SD cards for something else, because I could use more SD cards for my Wii U and whatnot. What are we doing? I was just switching to my other SD cards so we can play Rocket League. Who is Garfield? You're the one who asked me to play Skyrim for Garfield. Garfield is an orange cat dude from a comic by some dude, and it's okay. He likes lasagna. Garfield? Oh, Garfield is a meme, I guess. And according to Haydocs, Garfield Kart is the best game of all time. You have a Shark Bite Hot Wheels track on top of your Rocket League car? Why? Why is that a thing? Oh, I wonder if I can look at the shop and waste money on cred. Although I don't have money. Oh well, I'm gonna look anyway. Garage. Customize car. Oh, look at that. Do I have all of these? Dude, whoa. Nice. They're all common bodies. Who likes common stuff? Ooh. I'm gonna use that because it's good. Yee. Oh, I hate how the Nintendo cars can't be customized. Blows. Okay. How do I go to the shop? Extras, career, browse. Oh, there we go. So the top choice. Too Fast, Too Furious. Gotta love the name for that movie. How much does this crap cost? I'm just curious at this point. Isn't Garfield the odd ones out? Garfield OC? Oh. You're getting the Callie and Marie amiibo? Oh, nice. Calm you down? Nope. Just be excited. Oh, I see. So there are bundles, and they aren't that bad. Although just for new cars, that's a little bit much. Hot Wheels, Vulcan. Can I recognize any of these? Esper? Nope. Aftershock. Batman vs Superman. Frick you. That movie sucked. Back to the Future. Yeah, I know the DeLorean. Of course. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. There's some Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious. There. Could have more. I think there was wasn't there a Batmobile, Fred? Oh yeah, there we go. Here's the Batmobile. Of course, it's Batman versus Superman. That's a nice looking car though. I'm not gonna lie. That's super cool. Anyway, Batman vs Superman was a good movie. Well, I strongly disagree. Online? No, wait, that's the wrong thing. Play local. No. That's not what I'm trying to do. There we go. Okay, so gonna do 1v1s. Although it'll add more players if we get more, which I'm sure we will. And then the name and password, as always, are AAA and lowercase AAA. Your friend on the bus has Mario Odyssey on his Switch, and you play with him every day. Oh, nice. Are you guys playing through on a new file or something? Invite you? Oh, whoops. Hopefully I can still do that in the lobby that's coming up. You know, you can always join mine. Like, manually. I want the Callie and Marie amiibo. Here, I'll just invite everyone. Dex is always playing this game, I swear. Nice, we got all the boys here. And an even amount of people, too. You got the collector's edition and got all those cars at the same time. Oh, that's cool. Okay, once again, AAA, if you're not already in. Yeah, no problem, Toasty Cat. Are any of these guys in-game already? Because I hate when that happens. Oh, apparently not. It's not blocking us. I hate how when one person is in another game, it prevents everyone else from playing a game. Look at your car's topper. I'll try. Ooh, that's a nice car. It's a nice car. I have a feeling not all the DLC is available on the Switch version. Go. Oof, I gotta get used to playing with a Pro Controller. Not used to it at all. It's weird. I mean, the buttons are the same, of course, but just the layout is different a little bit. We're used to the Joy-Cons. To the Joy-Con boys. Oh, frick me. Darn it, I did absolutely nothing. Okay, where is it? There it is. No, now it's perfectly lined up for me to shoot it in my own goal. Awesome. Glad I didn't actually end up doing that, but it was close. Almost jacked it up big time. So I do know your car body does affect your hitbox. It's kind of weird though. If you use certain car bodies in certain versions of different versions of different versions of Rocket League, excuse me. Sometimes they won't show up depending on who you're playing against, because you know how the Rocket League has cross-platform multiplayer, so you can play between Nintendo Switch, PC, and Xbox One. I mean, like the Nintendo cars, the Mario cars, and the Metroid car, the one I'm using. If you're playing with someone on Xbox or PC, they'll just see your car as the default car. That's kind of weird. Like I wonder if the hitboxes look janky to them. Like it looks like you're hitting a ball with like thin air, or something like that. Because I do know the size and shape of your car affects your hitbox. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. And then I think there are Xbox exclusive cars too. Like I think there's some kind of Halo car or something like that. Not sure, but I think so. I think there are Sony exclusive ones too, but PlayStation doesn't have cross multiplayer with Xbox or Switch, so I think it has crossplay with PC. It's just you can't set up a game between between PS4 and Switch. Or I mean PS4, Switch, or Xbox. Like if you bring PS4 in there, it won't allow Switch or Xbox. You're playing Legend of Zelda, cool. Oh, you got your Switch? Nice. You can type like Purple Shep. I'm sad that I know who that is. I mean, Exploding TNT ain't that bad. I feel like he appeals to younger kids more than anything, but he's alright. Like, I can appreciate his humor. He's a lot like SMG4. SMG4 is better, but I used to be really into Minecraft, and I enjoyed Exploding TNT's videos for a long time. He does a lot of the same stuff, though. Like, it's like he can't come up with new ideas. So he makes like 10 sequels to each type of video. Like, if Minecraft was, like, if Minecraft was a high school, episode 10 or some crap like that. Like, if Notch, if Notch gave up on Minecraft, episode 97. Or if Herobrine married Exploding TNT, Deluxe Edition, and Knuckles. I am not playing very well. No, crap. Do you want me to come to your house and kill and teabag your mom? Dude, even if you're joking, chill. That's just a little much. A little bit much. Just a little bit. Okay, I am noticing a very significant increase in speed with this vehicle over others. Also, I just realized we have not gotten a goal at all. But it's harder to control. And it's much harder to hit the ball because of how flat the car is. Like my car, my big old van had like a gigantic hitbox and it was super easy to hit the ball. But now it's like I can zip right past it and miss it barely. Though it's good for like front flips and back flips. You know, bicycle hits. Dude, we got creamed. Like, we still have a chance, I suppose. But it's not very likely that we'll win. Okay, if I can just get it in there, and I missed again. Come on, we're so close. Thank you, Toast. Good job. Alright, Alex, don't stir crap up further. please. Just don't talk about crud. That's not cool. You know what I mean. Just stop fighting. That's no good. Oh frick. Okay, okay, I can do this. I can get this. It's gonna be good. We're gonna win this in 20 seconds somehow. Never mind. Never mind. Frick me. Good game. It's pretty much over. Yeah, this car is definitely really fast. And it accelerates quick and has good handling. It's just really hard to hit stuff with it. And it's light as heck, so if I get launched, I'm gonna be flying for a while. Oh hey, friend request. Nice. Good games, guys. Here, go ahead and accept that friend request. Could not squeeze in an O in Toast Dragon. Oh, yeah, you do have a limited amount of characters. I'm gonna see if I can... Yeah, there we go, that's what I was trying to do. Now if I can actually hit it, despite my height. Nope. Good job, Toasty Cat. Bro, wow. Okay, I see why he's completely kicking our butts. Or how, at least. We barely grazed it. This car just ain't very practical when it comes to hitting stuff. Too used to my van. I guess you need more skill to use this one. For an experienced player, for sure, and that's definitely not me. I put like maybe 10 hours into this game. Best players have been playing for years. There we go, nice. Finally got a goal. Yeah, I'll watch that replay. I don't even know how I became a semi-pro. I'm not sure how it like judges whether you're a pro or not. You think that ranking would be based off of ranked matches online, because they do have those. And I've won like one ranked match and lost one, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when the Switch version of Rocket League came out for Xbox and PC users, it was basically just an influx of really crappy players and people who've never touched this sort of game before. Or at least just Rocket League itself. Aw man, I played myself. I set that shot up. Look at that. Completely set that up. Might as well be on the orange team. Oh man. Okay, cool. Oof. Dragon, would you stop ramming into me? I'm your teammate. Why would you want to mess up your own teammate? I mean, I know I just messed us up, but that was an accident. Ow. Dude, it's always dragon. It's gonna... I don't know if you can destroy your own teammate. I doubt it. Oh, sorry, dragon. I wasn't trying to do that. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Let's see if I can... Oh, man. No, crap. Darn it. Shoot. This thing is way fast. Like, it's... at least the fastest car I've used so far. Sure, there are faster cars, but... wish you could upgrade your... well, no, it is a competitive game, so it does make sense that you can upgrade your car. I just hope they're balanced. Like, I hope all the common cars don't suck compared to the rare ones. Because it would make sense, it kind of makes sense if they did that. It would, well, it would make sense, but that wouldn't really justify it. If that would encourage buying a new car, like one of the better ones, but that would kind of just make all the common ones obsolete, which would definitely suck for the console exclusive ones that are really cool, like the Mario and the Metroid car. Really, your best bet is just to make them all balanced. Sure, they can all have their own special abilities and things that they're good at, but when it comes down to it, they should be balanced, and I hope they are. Sorry, dragon. Oh, sorry. I'm completely messing him up. Okay, he's bringing the ball over here. Okay, he brought it to me. See if I can... there we go, nice. See, we actually worked together. That was nice. You wish you could play, but you can't because you have to sleep and you forgot to do something for science? Aw, man, I gotcha. It's cool, man. Too bad that you can't play, but... yo, Manny, what's up? Yeah, Dragon was smart to do that. I knew I kind of caught on to what he was doing there. Oh, come on, let's go. I might actually get this. Maybe? Maybe? Did anyone stop it? Nice! That was awesome. You don't have the game? You should get it, it's only 20 bucks. If you have a Switch, then it's one of the better games to get, especially for the price. I'd say it's a must-have, really, unless you just don't like this sort of game. Competitive online games are like my favorites, and although I don't like sports or soccer, car soccer for some reason is pretty fun. That was nice. Maybe I'll try to help Dragon out this time instead of being a detriment. Let's go, let's go. Aw, man, he was ready for that. Thought I had that too. Got my hopes up. My height's screwing me over again. Okay, I feel like it's right over here. And that's another point for them. You don't have a Switch or Rocket League? RIP. Yeah, man, the more the merrier, for sure. I mean, as long as the teams aren't even. Ooh. That definitely wasn't good. I was out of commission for like a good 4 seconds. Well, we got creamed in the end this time. It seemed like we had a chance at victory, but... oh well. It was a good game. Nonetheless. You got a 2DS XL? Cool. Do I know any good games for the 2DS XL? Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers, actually, first and foremost. Let's see. Shantae, Risky's Revenge. No, wait. Pirate's Curse. Although Risky's Revenge is also on it, but it's an eShop exclusive. Really, I'd get the eShop version of Pirate's Curse too, if I were you. What else? Fire Emblem Fates. Awakening. Fire Emblem Awakening. What else? What are my other favorite 3DS games? Kid Icarus Uprising. Don't get Minecraft. The 3DS version of Minecraft sucks. It's not as good as Pocket Edition, and that's pretty bad. Generally, even like between a game that would be on mobile or 3DS, even though like mobile phones nowadays are several times more powerful than the 3DS. You sold your 3DS copy of Smash Bros. That's a... I'm not gonna feel bad for you because that was just a really bad decision. Just get it again. Like it's you know you have to. I mean, how could you not have Smash Brothers? You're not that into Pokemon? Oh, I guess I can understand that. I can see how some people just don't like the RPG format. I love RPGs. I love metagames, I love strategy, and I just love Pokemon in general. It's kind of like a childhood thing. Like, Pokemon games don't change that much per generation, and it's kind of like Call of Duty in that sense. Like, it's like a sense of comfort to come back to every generation, every console generation, or every year when they release a new title. Kind of like Call of Duty. You lost your copy of Smash for Wii U again? Or I know you got a second copy because you broke the first one. That's your second copy of Smash for Wii U. Come on, man. Do you still have your copy of Smash for 3DS at least? Gotta start taking better care of your games, dude. You have so many. You're gonna want to have that collection when you're older if you're anything like me. Like, unless you get out of video games, because some people do grow out of video games. I never did. But if you're like me, then you're going to regret not taking care of those games. I really wish I still had my GameCube with Super Smash Bros. Melee, because you cannot get Melee for cheap anymore. Because of thanks to the competitive scene and the game being really popular, it's really hard to find nowadays. And really valuable. And I used to have a copy. I don't know what happened to it, too. I don't think I gave it to my brother when I gave him my Wii and most of my GameCube games. I'm pretty sure it remained inside of my old GameCube that I never sold or whatever. Why is everyone ramming me around? Like, it's instead of trying to hit the ball in the goal, it's hitting me into the goal. I feel like I've become the ball. Yeah, but if I could find my old copy of Melee someday, it should be somewhere in storage at my grandma's house, although she has lots of crud in storage. Like, she has an entire little house that she just uses for storage. So it would be tough to find, but if I ever did, I would be really happy. You like Sunshine? I missed out on Sunshine, unfortunately. Mario Maker is a really good game. I agree. I just bought the 3DS version today, although I'm kind of regretting it. The only reason why I bought it is because it was the only game within the $40 price range, which happened to be the amount of money that I had, that I could afford, that I really wanted. I was split between that and Fire Emblem Echoes, which was on sale for me anyway, as a just for you offer because of my birthday, and a few other things. But I just ultimately decided on Mario Maker for 3DS, because I already owned the Wii U version previously, and I honestly didn't care about making or uploading levels anymore. I just wanted a game that I could play an infinite amount of Mario levels on. Like, even that's a good enough prospect for me. That's a good enough reason to buy the game. And But then I realized that a bunch of Switch games are on sale for around 40 bucks right now, including the one I wanted most, even way more than Mario Maker on 3DS, Doom. So, frick me. I realized it just after I spent the money. So, good job, Alan. The only redeeming factor to that is that I would have had to have gotten a new SD card first to get Doom anyway. Wait, was that my own goal? Oh, it was, wasn't it? That was my own goal. I, for some reason, thought that was their goal. I mean, we're not going to win this anyway. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Don't you just love when you score on your own goal? I think my teammate gave up, too. Yeah, Oshawa gave up. I can't blame him, to be honest. I mean, he's trying now, but there's no point. Ow. Okay, you know what? Here. There. I don't think they're trying anymore either. I hate how Mario Maker 3DS doesn't have amiibo support. Yeah, the worst thing about it is there was no reason for them to remove all those features from Mario Maker for 3DS. Like, it's not like the 3DS couldn't handle those features. The 3DS has amiibo support, at least the new 3DS, and even the older 3DS models have an amiibo adapter thing. And then you can't tell me that the 3DS isn't capable of, like, the online compatibility of uploading levels and crap, because there are other 3DS games that have the same function. In fact, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, one of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games on the DSi had that. You could make levels and upload them online. So there was no excuse for it not being on, like, all those features being available on the 3DS. I think the only reason why they did it is so the 3DS version wouldn't completely overshadow the Wii U version. Like, I think they were hoping that the Wii U version would still have some value. So they just cut features from the 3DS version just for that reason. I can't think of any other reason. Like, Nintendo is weird. Like, if you, I don't know if any of you guys have read the article that I forget which news outlet did about Nintendo making Salmon Run only playable during certain times of the day. It's like in Japan they have this mentality that they know how the game should be played. It's the same with food. Like, they're really prideful in deciding how the experience should be exactly, or completely orchestrating it and having complete control. And I don't know, maybe Nintendo just felt like the 3DS version of Mario Maker should have been stripped down, even if there was no real reason to do that. Probably took extra effort to take those features out of the game. Could have just implemented them or kept them in when they ported it, and it probably would have been an easier process to port the game. But instead they had to take time to take stuff out of the game. It's just one of the dumbest things I've ever seen a game developer do. And that's just one of the quirks of Nintendo. I love them. They're great. They do lots of great things for gaming, for the industry. They're very innovative. They make my favorite games of all time. I mean, Smash 4 is my favorite game of all time, and the Switch is my favorite system. But Nintendo just does some really dumb freaking stuff. I don't know why, but they do. They insist on making a dumb decision. Like, it's like they have a certain quota of dumb decisions that they have to make per year or something like that. Like a game, like they have to ruin at least one game per year. Like, hey, we're gonna make an Animal Crossing on Wii U, and all the Animal Crossing fans are like, yay! Oh wait, no, it's a Mario Party ripoff that requires amiibo. Yay! Like, I feel so bad. I've never seen, like, the reveal trailer for Amiibo Festival, but I'm sure, like, before they even revealed it was a crappy Mario Party ripoff, they just were saying it was an Animal Crossing game on Wii U. And I feel bad, so bad for folks who saw that there was an Animal Crossing game coming to Wii U and hoped for, like, a sequel to City Folk on the Wii. And then instead it was just, you know, the piece of crap that it ended up being. Smash 5 will be an RPG. Yeah, and you can only play as one character per day, and you can only play as Mario on Wednesdays, and the game will no longer have any form of multiplayer, and you can only play against an amiibo if you scan them 3 times between a certain, like, on a certain day, and you have to solve the mystery of when you should scan the amiibo. And the mystery involves buying a Twix bar from a certain vending machine in New York City and scanning your Nintendo Switch console to the barcode on the screen, if that's even possible. No, that isn't. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. And then you have to go to Nintendo's headquarters and tell the secret passcode to the cop guarding the the gate, and he'll let you in. And Miyamoto will tell you the future of Nintendo and the world, and then you unlock Mario. You unlock Mario in Smash Brothers for Switch, but it's an RPG. But then you can only play as him for 5 minutes, because that's what Nintendo thought was best. It's the best gameplay experience that they could provide. Okay, we get it. I have to beat it into the ground, okay? That's what I do. Okay, you guys wanted to see snipper clips, right? Just switch SD cards to do that. So I guess I will do so. Can I just read what you said? Okay, we get it. Can you read what I said? Oh, good night, Toasty Cat. You're probably already gone, but oh well. On the weekend, can I do a stream at like in the evening so I can play with you guys when it's not 12 a.m. because I can't play Switch after 11? I mean, I can try, but I don't know. We'll see. Do I have a 3DS? Yep, I have a new 3DS XL. I own 2 3DSs, actually. One is a original. Well, technically it still belongs to Elizabeth, but she doesn't care that I keep it, so I don't even think she remembers that I have it. So if she decides to take it back, then I'll give it back, but it'll probably just end up rotting away in her room and ending up like deep under her bed, buried under like old food and school assignments that she wanted to sweep under her bed or whatever. I don't know, crap like that. She's bad at organizing her crud and taking care of crud. Like her laptop broke because she kept it in an awkward place, and when her desk fell down, it broke her laptop, apparently. Alright, I guess I'll switch SD cards. Do you guys still want to see snipper clips, or is everyone who wanted to see snipper clips gone? Because that's a possibility. Okay, I'm gonna retake a vote. Just type what game you want to see me play in the chat. Type it once. If you type it twice, it'll just make things more difficult for me, and I'm not going to count your vote twice. No snipper clips? Yeah, it'd be easier if I could just play one of the games that's on this SD card, because I don't feel like switching them right now. And that is Mario Odyssey, Rocket League, Dragon Ball, that we just played. Rocket League, so that's unlikely. Snake Pass, Fast RMX. What else? I think that's all. You don't actually have all that much on this one. Still, somehow it's almost full. Yeah, it's pretty much full. I think most of that is, I don't know, Skyrim might be on this one, I'm not sure. Snipper clips? Aw. How much money did I spend on all the games that I have? I counted it all up a while ago, but I haven't done it recently. You guys can guess if you want. Like, Rocket League was 20 bucks. Let's count how many $60 games I have. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Okay, now I'm going to be confused. Okay, let me just start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and seven $60 games. So 30. Oh my gosh, I can't do math. Well over $300. So probably more like $500 or $600 if you count all like the $20 games, the $15 games, the $40 games, like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Yeah, it's been a lot. What's my friend code for the 3DS? Yeah, DM me on Discord. So overall, if you count my Switch, the accessories, the system itself, the Pro Controller, crud like that, I think I've spent well over $1,000 on my Switch. And I have a lot of great games. I don't really regret it. That's a lot of money. That's pretty much all the money that I've gotten in the past year. But I don't necessarily regret it. I mean, that's about the same that some people spend on $1,000 PC gaming rigs, and that's just for one of the most powerful gaming devices out right now. And, okay, if you want to do the math, you can just look at my collection now. And note that some of these games I don't have. In fact, I can point those out for you right now. I do not own Sonic Forces, so I never spent a dime on that. Some of them are demos, so look out for those. I do not own... Is there anything else in here that I don't own that still shows up like it's a game that I do? Oh, I think Sonic Forces was the only one. Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, these are all my games. And then obviously some of these are apps that don't cost money and some of them are demos. Are you gonna do something for you? Oh yeah. Oh, are you talking about the animation thing? You're saying, can I do something for you? What specifically? How many $60 games did I have again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Dragon Ball Z. I kind of want to play Mario. A lot of people wanted to see Mario. I could play Snake Pass. I don't even think I ever played that on stream. Or Fast RMX. I kind of hated that game at first, but I've warmed up to it a little bit. Like, when it was one of the only games on Switch, it just wasn't cutting it for my... You know, I wanted something different, and it wasn't what I wanted. And now I have a lot of what I wanted. All of these wonderful, beautiful games. And now I don't really mind Fast RMX as much. All of the 60s add up to 420. Wow, that's more than I thought. 420. Jeez, that's an entire Switch itself. So for the amount that I've spent on games and accessories, I probably could have bought 2 more Switches. And had no games, but I don't know, maybe with the $20 I could have bought like Rocket League or Shantae or Snipper Clips on one of them. Or all 3 of them. Actually, I bet with all the money I've spent on my Switch, that's enough to buy 3 Switches and then Rocket League on each of them. Play the titty touching game. Yeah, I don't own that, and that does cost money. And you have to get a Japanese eShop card to do that. That's a lot of hassle. I have no money right now. My mom does not have money. I don't have money. She owes me allowance money, but of course she doesn't have money, so I'm not going to get the money. Yeah. Play the Dragon Quest Builders demo. It's kind of fun. I haven't even gotten to the end of it yet. Apparently it's kind of big for a demo. Like, I've just been sitting in the menu debating about what I'm going to play for the past few minutes. How is my SD card so filled up? Like, I don't get it. I only have like 3 games on it. Manage software. What's eating up this SD card? Okay, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is 6. Okay, I get it. All of these games are pretty big in file size. That's about it. I have some of ARMS on there. I don't really need that. Yeah, okay. Because I don't need this on this SD card because I have all of ARMS on my other one. And then I have some Sonic Mania data. Oh wait, no, that's my system. I'm trying to see what's eating up this SD card. That's it. Just these games. These 4 games, I guess, are like the biggest games I have size-wise. Getting discolored, I'm back. Just play Mayo? Yeah, let's just play something. I'm bored. And then it's like, if you want to count accessories too, I have the Pro Controller, which was 70, and then I have an extra pair of Joy-Cons, which normally cost 80, but I paid 40 for them since I bought them on eBay, and they're gray Joy-Cons, and you could get those for cheap. By the way, if you get a Switch and you want an extra set of controllers for cheap, especially Joy-Cons, go for gray Joy-Cons and buy them secondhand on eBay. That's the best controller for the Switch that you can get at the best price. I mean, for games like Mario Kart, after that you'll have 4 controllers, so, I mean, you can't really get much better than that for your money. Whoa, darn it, played myself. About 820 plus the Switch. Wow. Yeah, that's more than 2 Switches. That's 2 Switches and a PS4. Get those for around 200 now. Would I say it's a waste of money? No. I don't really regret it. With all the fun I've had with this system, and all the fun I know I'll have in the future, yeah, I wouldn't regret it. I don't regret it. One of the biggest wastes of money that you could ever do right now is selling this system secondhand, or selling it on, or selling it to GameStop, because they would only give you the price of the system, and then they would factory reset it, so none of your games would be included if they were downloadable. So that would be a huge waste of money if I did that. Of course I wouldn't do that, I'm just speculating. It's like when I sold my original DSi, I forgot to take the SD card out. That was a good SD card, at least for the time. Should have kept it. I want to play the jump rope mini game in New Donk City. My first Odyssey stream was just the jump rope. I think I ended up doing other stuff, but the stream was like titled after the jump rope, and that was like what I mainly intended on doing, because I wanted to beat my record. I managed to top it a little bit, but I didn't get much higher than like 130, and I think it's still there. And now like 10 of my friends have beat that. I was the jump rope champion among my friends for a while there. Oof. I know I can fast travel, but I don't feel like doing it. In a way, fast traveling is almost slower than just running around sometimes, because when you're running around, you don't have to open up a menu to get somewhere. You know, I'm not trying to hate on it, but this is one of the most pointless captures in the game. It's one of the coolest, but like I think there's one area that uses this capture, and then you can use it here to get a moon. I think you can get moons by pushing certain things with the air. Can I make Bowser Jr. versus Oshawott? Maybe that can happen in Smash Tunes. Sounds like a possible fighting matchup for Super Smash Tunes at some point. It'd be cool if you could actually blow people away. Like, sure, it'd be violent, and, you know, not something you'd expect, but it'd be funny. I like how Cappy just grows bigger. He just grows enormous when you capture this dude. Also, he's invincible. That's great. $930 with the Pro and extra Joy-Cons. Whoa. I like how the dog just stays in the Odyssey after you beat the game. Like, he's just Mario's dog now. Although he just sits in here. He doesn't do anything else. Like, he doesn't eat. I mean, I guess maybe there's food in here somewhere. He just sits there. The dogs don't do that. Is that realistic? No. Wow, you wouldn't expect realism from a Mario game if you knew what you were talking about. Duck Hunt dog. Well, there's 4 people watching now? That does not surprise me. Totally fine. It's late night stream, you know. You don't expect too many people to be up at this time anyway. There were a lot of people earlier, but can't expect them to stay forever. Yo, Manny, what's up? Yeah, it is a little crazy that I've spent enough money on my Switch to buy 3 Switches, if you include the Switch itself. So I could have bought 2 other Switches with all the money that I've spent. Got Discord, how do I work it? I'm a noob. I can't really explain it to you very easily in a sentence without context, but you'll figure it out. It ain't that bad. If you've ever used a social media site or any sort of chatting app, you'll eventually figure it out. It's a little weird because you can't do anything until you join a server. You need a server to talk to anyone unless you add someone as a friend. Then you can join groups and stuff. But basically you start on Discord by joining a server. Discord isn't like its own social media, it's like a platform for communities to build through Discord. It's like a make your own community thing. Kind of like Amino, but really the best way to describe it is it's like a large scale group chat. If you count it as a social media service, or if being counted as a social media service, Discord is definitely my favorite, but really I wouldn't count it as one. I mean, I guess it is social, but this is gonna be tough without audio. I'd have to put headphones on, although then you guys will stop hearing audio. I could turn my TV volume up a little bit. You guys tend to not complain if I only turn it up a bit. You gotta change when you do it. When it's going really fast, usually I jump when it's at the highest point. Then it just becomes a rhythm. Yeah, I'm not used to doing it with the Pro Controller either. Spend an hour doing the jump rope. I might switch controllers to the Joy-Con because I'm more comfortable with the Joy-Con buttons. It's funny, one of the toughest parts is the beginning. Just have to land that first jump. Apparently some people have a lot of trouble with this minigame, but it only took me till like my second attempt to get 100 points. Although that was actually one of my best runs, probably top 5. It's my first, or my second for some reason. Just have to figure out the rhythm. If you find like an exact frame to jump and then you just get that rhythm, then you'll be good. And it never speeds up after 50. It's basically just constant. It's like how long can you hold this rhythm? Crap. I'm gonna switch controllers. Let's use the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cans. Also separated, because for some reason I do best with separate Joy-Cons, or in handheld mode. For some reason, Doki Doki Literature Club music is stuck in my head. There's like one song for that entire game. I think there's like one other song other than the main theme that plays in certain situations. Or maybe like 2 or 3 other songs. But mainly it's just different remixes of the main song playing throughout the game. Ah, see, I was jumping too early. Let's try that again. Just experimenting right now. You don't want to be too close where the rope hits. Okay, that was just dumb. You don't want to be too close to where the rope hits, because won't give you much time. You'll get more time to jump, which you'll need later on. Your positioning does affect it, I think. Not sure how strict the hitbox is for the jump rope. There is a glitch where you can get infinite points in this minigame. I'm sad that they found a way to break this minigame. Sure, it's cool if you want to have a cool looking score, but it's disappointing for people who put in the effort to get really crazy high scores, like in the thousands. Like, there are folks who have spent like several hours playing this minigame. Okay, 44, that's the best I've gotten recently. It's so tough without the sound. Like, you basically just do it when she says hey. You just jump right when she says hey. And that's all you need to do. But when you don't hear the hey sound, it becomes much more challenging. This ain't a Wii. Go play with a moped? I don't feel like it. You know what tripped me out about the moped first? Maybe it might sound a little ridiculous, but the HD rumble was really cool to me at first. It actually almost feels like you're driving like a 4-wheeler or a motorcycle. How the Joy-Cons rumble, and it's really cool. Like, it changes depending on how fast you're moving or how you're driving the moped, which is accurate. Like, it's neat. I love it. Mario Odyssey definitely has the best HD rumble out of any game I've played so far. Although I haven't played 1-2 Switch, and that game has a big focus on HD rumble. I know it's a cruddy game, and I'm not willing to waste money on it. And if you could just hold this rhythm. You're good. It's basically just a constant rhythm, so the longer... Yeah, I messed it up. I'm probably about to die. If you mess it up, then eventually the rope will catch up to you. Yeah, like that. You have to get it, like, frame perfect somehow. Okay, one more try. I made it to 85, so... I guess I just got lucky on my old attempts. Okay, that doesn't count. Then I also tried once trying to stay in the air longer with my jumps. And you can skip a few jumps that way, especially when it's going really fast, but that'll throw your rhythm off balance and end up jacking you up in the long run. Unless you want to just change your rhythm. But if you can actually keep up with that crap, and once it's at 50, then that takes a lot of skill. Aw. Fine, I'll play with the moped. Even the sounds that the Joy-Con makes when you're driving the moped sound like a vehicle revving up. I know the Joy-Cons have like the most advanced rumble technology of any controller out there. In fact, one of the main reasons why the Joy-Cons are so expensive is because a lot of research and development was put into the HD rumble features. And I'll admit, it does kind of seem like a little bit of a waste to have done that and make the Joy-Cons cost so much more. Like, they didn't need HD rumble. Like, sure, it is a neat feature that adds extra depth to some games, and Nintendo has to have their silly gimmicks with each system, but you don't need HD Rumble to make good games. It doesn't really help all that much, and I know down the line it's just going to end up being a feature that no one uses and people end up forgetting about. It's like the 3D on the 3DS. Like that's an even bigger, more innovative feature than the HD Rumble, and even that was eventually just put on the back burner, just put on the side, and now very few new 3DS games even use it. Like Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon don't even use 3D at all, ever. I mean, HD Rumble is a cool feature. Super Mario San Andreas. But I feel like the Switch could have done without it. And I mean, if it would have made the Joy-Cons like $40 cheaper, or like maybe like $20 cheaper even, I don't know, maybe it would be worth just not having them, not having HD Rumble. Maybe they could have just used that money to get the Switch a better build quality. Like, one of the biggest problems with the Switch is the plastic materials that it's made of wear a little bit over time. Not all that bad, and I mean just about every handheld system and controller do that, but, I don't know, Nintendo systems have always had this quality where they've always been really high quality and they just last for years and years and years. And that's why most Game Boys are still perfectly working to this day. And I feel like Switches will too, but it's just they're going to be kind of worn out looking once they're 10 years old and have had a lot of use and love. Like, if I collect systems as an adult, I'll probably just have to get an extra Switch to, you know, that'll look good in my collection, you know, aside from my main one, because my main one will look all beat up. To be fair though, my Switch looks fine from the front. It's just if you look at the back, it looks bad because it's got all the smudges on the back that are unremovable, like fingerprint smudges and stuff that end up just becoming permanent on there, and you know, the jacked up kickstand that won't stay on anymore. So I don't even use the kickstand. So there's like the big kickstand hole with a slightly exposed SD card, which hasn't become a problem. It really isn't that big of a deal. I primarily use my Switch in handheld mode, really like 80% of the time, and it hasn't bothered me. Your kickstand no longer works? Yeah, mine either. Well, it stays in its slot, it stays popped in, but it just falls out. Like it doesn't fall out, but it won't close. And so I've just I don't use it. You can buy third-party kickstands apparently, or just get a replacement. But I don't think the problem is, I'm not sure if the problem is wear on my kickstand from being open and closed, or wear on the hinge on the Switch itself. Really, the problem is when you have detachable parts like that are meant to come on and off, they're gonna wear. And that's the problem. The Switch was built in a way that it wears faster than other Nintendo systems, because it has all these moving parts, all these parts that slide off and snap on. Whether you like it or not, materials are going to eventually wear off, and if you do that. Like the Joy-Cons, Joy-Cons become easier to slide off over time. That's not actually wear on the system, that's wear on the Joy-Cons themselves. Because if you put new Joy-Cons on the system, they're going to snap on, and they won't be hard to take off, but they'll be harder. But once you've had Joy-Cons for a while and you've taken them on and off of the system many times, they start to become really easy to slide off, and then sometimes they can even slide off when you don't want them to, like if you barely pull them. So you have to be kind of careful. That's why I kind of want a Switch with no moving or detachable parts. Like, I want a Switch that's just a handheld system, like a PS Vita, and I hope it is still compatible with the dock, or maybe has its own version of the dock, and then is still compatible with Joy-Cons. It's just they work as external controllers and can't be connected directly to the system. And that way, the Switch, this newer version of the Switch, this maybe like 2DS-esque Switch, would be it would last much longer. Like, it would be a great system, like, just for having as a system rather than, you know, using in all these different ways, like the Switch. And really, I just use my Switch like a handheld. So a handheld, a version of the Switch specifically built to be used as a handheld would be perfect for me. Like, I'd like if it was a bit smaller and had a smaller screen too. You think Little Big Planet 1 is hard? Yeah, it is a little bit. The story mode is pretty tough. I enjoy it though. And then there are certain items, like customization items, that are really hard to unlock. And then some of them you can only get in Little Big Planet 1. So if you have 2 or 3 and you want like the cartoon eyes, then you have to get it in that one stage that's like India. I got it one time and then I lost it because I lost that file. What color Joy-Cons do I have? I bought the system with the neon Joy-Cons. I was planning on getting gray originally, but I just ended up with the neon Joy-Cons because I bought it day one, and that was just the one they happened to have. Or like the waiting list just like when I put my name on the reserved list, it was like alternating between gray and neon, and like I happened to get a neon. And I'm happy that I did, because the blue neon Joy-Con and the red neon Joy-Con are both really cool looking controllers, and I prefer them over the grays. Big time. But then I also have a pair of grays that I bought after buying my system to use as extra controllers. Then I also do have a Pro controller that I was using earlier. And I have a third-party wired Pro controller, so I have 2 Pro controllers. Did I see what you said? You know how to fix the kickstand? It's simple. You have the red and blue? Cool, same as me. There's a star that says Mario. I've gotten that before. It just disarranged itself for some reason. Yeah, that was like one of the first things I did. Here, I'll show you. If I do it, it'll just give me a transparent moon. You know, maybe rather than making the word Mario, I'd just rather run around the city as a letter. Never mind, Nintendo has to be buzzkills and limit my movement to this area. I want to interact with people as a sentient letter person with a hat. Let me do that. Are you some kind of jump roping wizard person? I know that's not a response to what I am right now. Also, it just looks like Cappy is just resting on a letter I. Or like someone just set their hat there. Oh, I just realized I'm putting it in the wrong order. That's great. I am a genius. I've done it before though, I swear. I guess I read from right to left now. So that's a thing. I'm pretty sure you guys have been screaming at me in the chat. Mario's the wrong way, stupid. I deserve that. Get out of here, O. No, not there. There. Oh geez, I didn't know I could do that. I'm gonna jump over to that other light thingamabobber. Woo. It's like, how sturdy is this? It's like it just breaks out from under me all of a sudden. Americans read left to right. You subscribed to me and then you forgot who I was, and then you remembered when you subscribed to me and then they gave you a notification, you clicked on it. Okay, cool. Thank you. That's neat. Why are you so trash? Also, what's up? Yo. I just am, don't judge me. I am who I am. This is who I am. Okay, let's go. Never mind. Okay, I beat the darker side, so I kind of deserve a badge of recognition for being at least decent at this game. I beat the darker side legitimately too. Not on stream, but I could do that right now, because I've gotten decent at it. Have I found that place in New Donk City where you can control the remote control car? Yeah, I've done that before too. I've done just about everything that I've found. Especially all the obvious things. Note that I'm playing in the post-game. Man, steering this thing is tough. It's actually kind of like an actual remote control car. And then there's an entire mini-game revolved around it, too. Ew. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, I think it's... No? Guess you have to enter through the front, oh. There we go. Not the best of parallel parking ammo. Cars are weird. There we go. Wee. Is possessing a man okay? Doesn't seem right. And just look at his face. Did Mario do that to him? Is that the reason why he looks like that? Do I have the Mario 64 costume? Oh, Falcon. I've put my Switch back on. Okay, I've put my kickstand back on before. It's come off and I've put it back on. I know that it's supposed to come back on, but I've done that so many times. Like my kickstand has popped off so many times that it just doesn't. Well, it stays on, but it doesn't stay closed. Like, you know how you can open and close it to access the SD card slot, and obviously to use it as a kickstand. It won't stay closed. If I barely like move my system, it'll pop open again. And that gets really irritating when I'm trying to use it in handheld mode. So yeah, I'm just screwed on my kickstand situation. The thing itself is worn out. Alan sounds like he hit puberty 3 times. Alright, I'm gonna beat the darker side again for you guys, because you guys never saw me do it. You saw me try for like 2 hours straight, and then I beat it at school one day. Finally. I haven't beat it a second time yet. I've tried that a few times too, but I always get really far. It's just those last few areas that get me. Have I played this game with friends or family? Yes, several times. During the my mom's side of the family's New Year's celebration, I played with my younger cousins, and for some reason they always wanted to play as Cappy. I thought they'd want to be Mario, and I didn't mind, honestly. Since I've already played through the game, I kind of wanted them to experience it rather than me experiencing it again. So I didn't mind playing as Cappy. Plus, playing as Cappy is fun. If you know how to ground pound, you can actually kill and hurt enemies. So I could basically just kill bosses for them if they were having trouble, just even as Cappy. And protect them from enemies and crap just by flying around and killing things. So Cappy is fun, but they always wanted to be Cappy. So Yeah. And then when they were Cappy, it just made things more difficult for me as Mario, because, you know, then I can't use my cap jumps as easy when they're goofing off or anything like that. So it basically just limits my moveset and stuff like that. Okay, come on, man. Let's not have trouble with the dumb stuff. When you unlock the dark side, you thought, oh yeah, dark side, let's go, and then you realized it was a boss rush. Yeah, I know. It's not equal to an entirely new kingdom. And then, the same could be said for a few other kingdoms, like the Cloud Kingdom is a joke. Like, it's better than nothing, but it's practically nothing. Like, it's almost nothing. And same with the Ruin Kingdom. Like, it was a great idea, and I love the design, but it's just a shame that they only used it for one boss fight. Like, they could have done so much more with that. Should have been an entire kingdom. Like a large kingdom. Maybe a more linear kingdom. Maybe with dark labyrinths and tunnels and puzzles and crap. Like they had a few puzzles in Super Mario 3D World. Like they kind of tried to do that just a little bit. Like those areas where you had to light the candle things to open up rooms and whatever. I mean, they weren't hard puzzles, but they were puzzles. They could have done something like that. Like I really hope we get more DLC for this game that at least expands older kingdoms, but at best adds new ones. Like, I want a big challenge pack DLC thing that just adds a bunch of platforming challenges, like maybe Super Mario 3D World-like levels that I can play through. That would be great. This game would be perfect. Wouldn't mind spending extra money for more content for this game. Can I put on the N64 costume? Maybe after I complete this. Although I'm not the biggest fan of it. I love it. Okay, no, I'll admit it. I love it. It's my favorite costume in the game. But Mario's design is just so great in this game that I don't want to change it. Like, I love how expressive he is and crap. And then I feel like people are going to see me playing the game as the Mario 64 Mario, and they're going to think the graphics are actually that bad on the Switch. I want to show off the cool Switch powerness. Now you're playing with power. Oof. Mario Odyssey is a great game for showing off crap. Okay, I'm sorry. That was the worst way to die. Sorry that you guys had to witness that. I think I made it further than that on my first try. I'm serious now. I was just playing that time. I was just reading comments and goofing off, but now it's serious. I hate when I do that instead of rolling. Okay, I'm focused now. Never mind. It's just playing around. Totally wasn't. That was just me playing around. That definitely wasn't an actual mistake. Ooh. Ooh. Remember when I had, I don't know if you guys remember this, but when I first was trying to go through this part, I had so much difficulty with it. Alan tries to defeat the darker side of the moon, now it's personal. I should try to do a run at this game with like no damage or something like that. I know one other YouTuber did it, but he didn't like go through the darker side or anything. He just did the main story up to the credits. You know, just the mandatory amount of moves to beat the game, nothing extra. I do love some of the kingdom in this game aesthetically because it did introduce a lot of really unique environments that we haven't seen before in Mario games, which is hard to do because Mario games have had a lot of interesting and unique locales. Some of which include the Luncheon Kingdom. Another good example is the Sand Kingdom. Sand Kingdom is great. It's definitely a different sand level than we're used to. I think they tried to break conventions a lot with this Mario game, especially with the environments and stuff, and it still has the great Mario experience there. You know, I think that this may be the second most creative Mario game, only losing to Super Mario World. I mean, not Super Mario World. Super Mario Land 2. Excuse me. Super Mario Land 2 was like one of the most unique Mario games out there, and introduced so many unique and new enemies and concepts. It's just ridiculous. Okay, it did take some things from Mario World, like a spin jump and crud like that. And then the ear power-ups were just kind of like a really nerfed version of the Super Cape. But, I mean, come on. I don't even know if that power-up is called the Super Cape, but I'm not sure. Check my Discord? Chill, man. You sent me a link to that video to help with my kickstand? For the love of God, check your Discord? Okay, I will after this. You're sad because you never have the time to upload content. One, because this is not your PC and you can't download OBS, and two, you have so much schoolwork. Man, I'm sorry. And then you can't get monetization. You should try to ask your parents to buy you like a computer next Christmas, because once you have your own computer, you're basically set. The cape feather? Yeah, that. That can't be what it's called, though, right? I think the Cape Feather, though, or the Super Cape, or whatever it's called, is the best Mario power-up. Maybe only beaten by the entire capture mechanic in Mario Odyssey, or captures in general. Although those, as individual power-ups, may not be as good. This part screwed me really hard the first time, and it's about to do it again. So I'm not going fast enough. Okay, there we go, cool. Hey, don't leave without me. I was expecting to see that. Your dad got you a new PC, he's had it for like 2 weeks, doubting he'll send it soon. Oh, well, I hope if he did get you one that you do get it soon, because that would be the point, for you to have it. I hope you did, though, that'd be cool. I really want a good PC. Like, I love my laptop, don't get me wrong, but I want a PC that can actually play modern games. If you have a good gaming PC, you don't really need an Xbox One or PS4, or at least I wouldn't, because then I'd be able to play most of the non-Nintendo games that I really want to play, and then that alongside the Switch would be plenty enough for me to get all the games that I want. You know, I could play Cuphead, I could play Overwatch, I could play, you know, the Cemu version of Breath of the Wild in 4K with high-res textures and extra neat stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm screwed. Because I can't change my direction. Why can't I? Help, 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 help. And I'm dead. I am so dead. Darn it, you gotta be kidding me. I made it so far. That was the worst way to die. I just flicked the wrong way, and then you can't change your direction after you do that, apparently. So I was just dead, and I knew I was dead. That's awful. I just moved the joystick in the wrong direction. That's all I did. And then the cap throw and the cap jumps are definitely the most powerful ability Mario's ever had in a platformer. that, you know, doesn't require an extra power-up or anything like that. Mario also has the most diverse and he has the most diverse moveset, but also the most powerful. Like you can go further, you can reach higher heights, you can just do more with Mario in this game, and he's much funner to control. I think it's the most blissful to control platformer ever, or probably one of the funnest to control games I've ever played, at least. Like, I've never, you don't see too many games where just simply playing the game, just simply running around and goofing off is this much fun. Throwing Cappy mid-air cancels all air momentum, so you need to cap jump as soon as you flick. Oh! Whoops. How many costumes do I have in the game? I have no idea. I have a lot, but not a whole lot. I don't have, like, the skeleton one or whatever. I have the invisible cap, because I beat this before. What if I tried to play this with the invisibility cap? Jeez. Play as thin air. You can play as anything in Mario Odyssey, including Mario. Don't forget him. Let's play as a T-Rex, or air, or, you know, a friggin' letter A, or a tree. It's funny, I moved my hand, and I'm playing with split Joy-Con, so I moved my hand to scratch my nose, and that caused Mario to throw his cat. Play as last week's Victoria's Secret under the bed. You and your friend are still on this level? Yeah, a lot of folks get stuck on this level. I was for about a week or two. I streamed like twice trying to beat this, and then I finally beat it on my own time at school. You know, for what is in Mario Odyssey, it is one of the funnest games I've ever played. Definitely one of the most enjoyable experiences I've had with a game. If I played this as a 5-year-old, it would have been just as good an introduction to gaming as Mario 64, perhaps even better, because the controls are more intuitive. Just better. I mean, they're more complex because there are more different moves you can use, but you don't really need all of them just to play. So I could have gotten around with the simpler moves and still felt like I was doing really cool stuff just by cap throwing in the air or something like that. Or just like, you know, doing whatever this is, like the side somersault thing. It's not a somersault, I don't know what it is. It's funny, when I played 64 when I was 5, I couldn't get through Tall Mountain, I think it's called. I got stuck in one of the upper floor levels in the game. Because there's an area where you need to long jump, and I just couldn't long jump. I couldn't grasp the concept of running, crouching, and then jumping whilst crouching after running. Like, for some reason I just couldn't do that. I think the dive move in Odyssey would have been impossible for me as a young kid. When you had 64, you mean, you couldn't beat Jolly Roger Bay and Hazy Maze Cave? I understand that. Hazy Maze Cave is pretty tough, although a lot of the stars in Jolly Roger Bay aren't all that difficult. Like, the cave one is pretty easy, actually. I think I was able to handle that pretty well even when I was younger. Oh yeah, you can shake the Joy-Cons to gain height. I totally forgot about that. That's how you do the skip. You shake the Joy-Cons at just the right time. Why did they lock this behind motion controls? Okay, you know what? I'm skipping this segment. Frick this segment. Hey. It's not even the worst part, though. That part, over there, that is the worst part. This part is pretty hellish. It's pretty bad. But then it does not compare to that. And then that's the end, I believe. Really, the trick to this is just don't hit the thing. Don't touch the thing, don't hit the thing, don't make the rings come out. Don't do the rings. Okay, now I can't see, so I'm gonna frickin' have to. I think when you're playing in handheld mode, it does less clouds to save power or whatever, so the system doesn't overexert itself. So maybe this part is even easier in handheld mode. Now I'm already dying, which is wonderful. Just grand. Now I'm dead. And now a bunch of little dudes are committing suicide. When you had Odyssey... Oh, wait, I already read that. Alright, so I'm completely dead inside. Look at that. Look at that dude. Look at this dude. Look at this head shape. I can't make fun of head shapes. My characters have ridiculous head shapes and sizes. I want to give up again, but I also do. What do you guys want to see me do next? Mario is smiling through the pain. I'm depressed now. It's just a good feeling. Failing the darker side. I beat it once, okay? I swear, I beat it. Made it to the end. I got the super moon. I got the invisibility cap. Dragon Ball Z. Okay. Probably play story missions. Because I need to get further in the game. So a lot of this is going to be menus and grinding and boring stuff. Do I know what the parental controls? You didn't finish your sentence. Do you know what the parental controls? What's that mean? In fact, that says parental controls. What's a parental? But I know what you mean, though. What do you mean? What are you specifically referring to? Like the funny parental controls Bowser and Bowser Jr. video from the Switch presentation that became a meme? That became a meme? What do I know? Do I know? Like, what specifically do you want to know about that and me? Like, what do I think about it? I think it's funny and cute, and I like how Bowser interacts with Bowser Jr. It was a pure ad. But in general, parental controls are stupid, are meant for the torture of children, but they also make sense. And they're on every system, not just Nintendo systems. I mean, PS4 and Xbox One have it too, I believe. They have parental control options, at least. I played on a friend's Xbox One time, and it was super locked down. Like, you had to use passwords to get to, like, to do just about anything. So only the dad could, like, access the shop or anything like that. And I guess that makes sense. Like, if you have your credit card connected, you don't want your kid just buying games. Or whatever. You have them? Oh, you have parental controls on your Switch? That sucks. What, does your mom actually limit your playtime and stuff, or whatever? Because that blows. Luckily, I bought my Switch myself, and I'm practically an adult, so my mom isn't going to try to control how I play games. And on very few occasions has she ever tried to do that, like really control me when it comes to playing games, like limit my time and whatever, and it just did not work out. Like, she usually just forgot about the rules, or, you know, I gave her enough heck about it that she just gave up trying to prevent me from playing too much video games. And now I am a total nerd. You know what? No regrets, though. I like Mario. I don't regret spending roughly 50% of my waking hours playing video games instead of making friends. forever alone. Will I be strict with... okay, you guys aren't asking this question, but you know what? I'm going to answer it anyway. Will I be strict with my kids when it comes to video games? No. Well, maybe. Somewhat. Like, I definitely won't let them play Grand Theft Auto caliber games by the time they're... like, when they're, like, only, like, 7, because that's not really a good influence for your kid if they want to end up acting like Trevor or whatever. You know, but, usually they won't, and if you have smart kids and you actually teach them well, then they probably would have the maturity to play Grand Theft Auto even at the age of 7 and not be negatively affected by it. Like, I know when I played Vice City on the Game Boy, I mean on the PSP when I was like 7 and 8, it didn't have a negative effect on me. But, I mean, some kids are dumb. But, okay, so maybe, if my kid was smart, I would probably let him play any game, just about as long as it didn't have nudity or whatever. As long as it didn't have boobies or whatever. Unless he's 13, because then he'd be old enough for that. And I'll just be sure to make sure to tell him not to lock his door when he does that. So no one wants to see that or hear that. Yo, Tyler, what's up? I'm talking about my future parenting policies. Although those might change, I don't know. Maybe my mindset will change by the time I'm an adult. I'll probably be a strict parent. Like, I don't want my kids to end up being brats and not being able to work for themselves, or, you know, I want them to be compassionate, good people who do good in this world and can be good influences on others and raise good kids themselves. And that's how you make good people. You gotta be strict. You gotta teach them morals and to be caring and kind. Oh, Flying Hamster! Dude, I know that game. It's a PSP mini game, but you can get it on PS3 and Vita. I have that. In fact, I do. I think I still own a copy of that. Dude, okay, you know what? Frick this, frick this, frick this. You know what? There's a few of you here, but I'm gonna do something new that I've been planning on doing. That I had been planning on doing for a long time. We're gonna connect the good old forgotten system that no one cares about, but it's even worse than the Vita. Pretty much it is a Vita, but the system that's even more forgotten about than the Vita. The most rejected Sony console. The PlayStation TV. If I can just connect it. Because I have some PlayStation games on there. I have, like, Rayman 1, that's actually not a PlayStation exclusive, but I have Rayman 1 and stuff like that on there. And Minecraft, actually. I have Minecraft on there. Although the PlayStation Vita version sucks. I mean, it was probably the best handheld version for its time, because it has button controls. But, other than that, it kind of blows. Will it work? It's on. It's turned on and connected, I believe. It should work. It's not like it shouldn't be like the PS3 where it blocks connection, should it? Maybe it isn't on right. Dude, this thing is so covered in dust. I've had it on my shelf for a while now. When I first moved, I didn't bother to put it on my shelf, but now I do. Or I did, like maybe a couple months after I moved. Something's happening. My screen just went black. I don't know what it means. But I'm not sure if it's connected or not. I might play Patapon, because that's one of my favorite PlayStation exclusive games, specifically for the PSP. And I have it on there, and it's great. It's wonderful. I sound like Donald Trump trying to talk about himself. I'm great. I'm wonderful. My presidency will be great. It's gonna be grand. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. Everyone's gonna love it. I hope this thing ain't broken. The PS3 does, to be fair, block connections. So it's possible that this is what's happening here. And then I haven't adjusted my settings on Elgato either. But to be fair, when I switch between my Wii U and Switch, I don't have to change settings at all. It just immediately works. But here, let me just try doing something real quick. I don't know if you guys care. I don't even know if there are any of you here still. Are there? You guys are trying to talk to me in the chat. Do I have an Xbox One or an Xbox One S? No. Just play Flying Hamster. It's the best game on my Vita besides Little Big Planet 1. Little Big Planet 1 isn't on the Vita, you dunce. It's Little Big Planet PlayStation Vita, and it has all the features of 2 and more, but it isn't 2, technically. You dunce. For some reason they didn't just make it 2. Like have cross compatibility with the PlayStation 3 version, because that would have been amazing if they had done that. But they didn't. It was a missed opportunity and it triggered. Yeah, and the PlayStation 3 blocks Elgato's in-game capture systems, and the version of the Elgato that I have originally shipped with a thing that bypasses that. Like a special HDMI connector or something, but yeah, I don't have that. I bought my Elgato secondhand, so it didn't come with that. Doesn't matter too much because my Elgato still works with the main things that I use it for, you know, the Switch and Wii U. But when a guy wants to stream PlayStation games, it ain't all that convenient. Hopefully this problem doesn't happen if I get a PS4. Okay, now my heat is dead, I think. It's not outputting anything. Oof. Rip me. Okay, I'm gonna try messing around with my settings. Not those settings, but the settings on my Elgato on my computer. I'll see if I can fix it. No, come on, stop. I don't want to change that. I can't. Okay, to be fair, don't judge me right now because I can't see what I'm pressing at all. I'm just kind of pressing stuff. Oh wait, you guys probably can't see what I'm doing anyway. Never mind. I'm messing with my TV. But I can't see what buttons I'm pressing. Now it's acting like nothing is connected. That's wonderful. HDMI out. Yeah, okay. Nope. Never mind. Not okay. Bad. Very bad. Ain't connected at all. I was trying to get it to work, but it wasn't connected. I'm a genius, guys. I am a Harvard-level genius. Might as well just make me the president of Canada, because, yeah, I'm an intellectual. This is what you get when you come to my streams at like 1 a.m. This is what you get. Say hi to Kilo already? Oh, hi Kilo. Bye. I'll see you later, Laura. I didn't even notice you were here. I mean, you did ask the Xbox question, but my bad, not noticing you. Goodbye, Laura. Okay, so I'm gonna try to change the settings. You're so tired. I'm not, because for some reason, if I know I'm gonna be able to sleep in the next day, I don't get tired as easily. Because I'm not coming to school tomorrow. Oh yeah, tell Zach and Matt and Zach that I'm sorry that I won't be able to edit tomorrow. Mostly Zach, because he's on my group. He's in my group, but yeah, they're gonna be mad because we're not gonna be able to play Dragon Ball or anything like that. You should play Dragon Ball with us the next time we do. Okay, so can I change my settings? Because you can get it to. You can change the settings to get it to work. The other crud. How do I? Come on, man. Come on, man. Add a profile. PS Vita. Okay, this might take a minute. If you guys don't mind being patient, you can stick around for this. If you don't feel like it, then that's cool too. Because honestly, I can't blame you for getting bored. Hopefully messing with my settings doesn't jack me up in the long run. Crap. Okay, come on, man. Come on, man. Probably ain't an option. iPad, iPhone, gosh. PC, what would it qualify as? Will it show up now? I just get a black screen, that's all. So I'm guessing the PlayStation TV possibly blocks connections too. This is really hype. Yeah, I know. This is really exciting, isn't it? Just me messing around with settings. Okay, I'm gonna search it up real quick. Can you use how to use PlayStation TV? Because I'm pretty sure people have wanted to do this before. I mean, this is probably the best way to record PlayStation Vita games that are compatible with the PlayStation TV. How to use a PlayStation TV with an Elgato. Record PlayStation TV footage with your Elgato. Oh my gosh, it says PS Vita games and PS3, so it's probably the same method. Which probably means that I can't do it. Be right back. Zach's in my group. Oh yeah, pull an all-nighter stream? It'd be so boring. Already run out of games to play other than Splatoon. Guess we could play Wii U games. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so boring. It's a 4-minute video. HDMI splitter. This seems too complicated. In me. Yeah, you need an HDMI splitter. You need the crap. You need the freaking darn it. Shoot. Okay, I'm sorry guys. That would be fun. You know what? I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? Frick, I'm not gonna leave you guys like this. I'm not gonna blue ball you guys like this. We're gonna play some Smash for Wii U. And if you don't want to see Smash for Wii U, then too bad. Why? Why did PlayStation have to do that? Why did Sony have to do that? Sony does not always win. Sony always loses, baby. At least I can use my friggin' capture card with my Nintendo consoles. You could think Nintendo would be the ones to block crap like that, if anything, but no. It was Sony all along. They were the true villains. Sorry, guys. Oh, hey, okay. Thanks to all of you who are still here, and I'm sorry if you're bored. I'm sorry that I'm boring you guys, but what's Jet Moto? No idea. I don't know what you're talking about. Just thought I'd try something new, but it was a bad idea, and it failed miserably. Don't worry, he's gonna play Smash. Yeah, hopefully that's entertaining for you guys. And if none of you can play, then I'll just play for glory, and you can watch me get my butt kicked. Doesn't that sound fun? Come on. Okay, here we go. Cool. It's on. Hope my controller isn't out of battery. Have I ever said that this third-party controller that I use sucks? Because it really does. Shut up, will you? No one wants to hear your crap. I feel bad for the Wii U. It's like the most hated system. Like, even among Nintendo fans. I mean, come on, it had some good games. Cut it some slack. Your Wii U was broken? Crap. You're playing Breath of the Wild and a Blood Moon happened? Yeah, that's a pretty common thing in the game. Probably had like hundreds of those at this point in my playthrough. Like, it gets annoying. The cutscene seems like it just plays all the time. pull an all-nighter stream. No, I'm not gonna do that. I need to work on my cartoon, and I'm gonna need sleep to be able to do that. To have the energy and the will to do that. It takes a lot of willpower, and it takes a lot of willpower and energy to make cartoons. You have to be very patient. Stuff like that. Like I said, this is what you get from me at 1 a.m. This is how I am. Okay, so if anyone else has the game, speak up now. Speak up now, or forever hold your peace, or speak up later because I'd still get off of For Glory to play with you. Here, I'm going to get into a more comfortable seating position, so I may or may not be easier or harder to hear. I'll probably be further away from the mic, so I might be more difficult to hear. You guys will live. Same with editing off of GoPro. Oh man, that must suck. Although, unless you just save it all to a card and then like a micro SD or whatever and just transfer it. I mean, that would be kind of easy. Although you're editing with a phone, that would be the tough part. I know you want me to pull an all-nighter stream. I'll consider it. Well, actually, no. Forget that. If I said anything. I just told you no, and then I said I would consider it. I'm not consistent at all in life. And I can't see her damage. Because my computer's blocking me. That's great. It's always good to have that security to know how much you've hurt your opponent. Sometimes it actually makes things worse if you know you're losing severely, but it's a nice combo. No, not that, not that, not that. It's not nice when it's killing the crap out of me. I don't mind being styled on a little bit as long as I still win. Sheesh. This dude is good. Yeah, I set myself up. Okay, I'm not gonna be defeated this easy. No, no, no. Go E-Sam on your hours. Okay, they just self-destructed. That doesn't get me any credit at all. Robbie, nice. I want to watch My Hero Academia. I like how the ledge can be used to your advantage if you're smart. Like you can do a ledge grab and then use that to hit your opponent if they're naive or don't know what they're doing. Oh, I should have expected that. And nice. They would have KO'd me if that would have landed. They would have used the hit stun to combo me into something that would have killed me. So I basically dodged a bullet when I neutral dodged right just then. And now they're almost done for, but I wasn't smart. I wasn't good enough to actually get that. It was a kill chance for me, but we're so neck and neck. Like it's anyone's game at this point. And that was another missed opportunity. That was a nice block. But I probably shouldn't be congratulating myself just yet. I've gotten a lot better at this game in the past few months. I've been playing it on my own time. Like it's basically my favorite game to play on my own time. Ah, and I'm dead. That was a good match, though. Smash for Switch, I'm waiting. Yeah, totally. I'll definitely battle you if we both have Smash for Switch. I'm gonna stream that all the time when that comes out. Yo, Ed Felix, what's up? Whoever this frothy guy is, he's pretty good. Let's try to get serious. Jigglypuff time. Watch my melee level controller clicking. Look at that. 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 I'm just doing nothing. Remember Brawl? Oh yeah, I have that on an emulator, but I can't stream it because my computer couldn't handle emulating and streaming at the same time. It's too much for the poor beast. It would have a heart attack. And just give up on life. Really, Jigglypuff's neutral air is one of her best moves. All of her aerials are good. Basically, just Jigglypuff is awesome in the air. Although she's also just a big giant target for combos. Although also she has a good dodge, so you can kind of get out of them. It just depends on how good you are. If you suck as Jigglypuff, then you're just going to end up being a big sandbag and get destroyed like I just did. Oof. Jigglypuff is one of the lowest tier characters in the game, unfortunately, which was funny because Jigglypuff was high tier in Melee, I believe. I know a lot of the best players use Jigglypuff, like Hungrybox. Ahow. Just both zoning each other. Well, now she's comboing me again. Oof, that was really good. Apparently you've dealt with Jigglypuffs before. And you know our tricks. Not that I'm actually a good Jigglypuff player. Oh no. And they messed up, which saved my life. And I set myself up. Nope, and I'm dead. Good game. You're almost done with part 2 of your animation? Nice. You had buffalo wings for lunch? I'm jealous. Although the best wings are boneless buffalo wings. Although like you know how a lot of wing places have like ultra atomic like really spicy wings? Like those tend to be really good too. Yo, Amilcar Gamer, how you doing? Okay, now I'm really serious. Now I'm really serious. I get really serious, people always leave. Rest in peace. I should have done that. That's too late. It's not the same. Ike is cool. I love Ike. He's great. We'll make America great again. Vote for Ike for president. He fights for his friends. Should you play... Of those games, Breath of the Wild is the best, but... I don't know, what have you played the most of? I actually like Minecraft Story Mode. I played it on PS3 a long time ago, or PS4, and it was fun. I like it. I mean, it's okay. I noticed Telltale has a style with their storytelling that they don't seem to change between their games. Like, I noticed the humor style in Borderlands, Tales of the Borderlands, was really similar to Minecraft Story Mode, like, just more inappropriate. It wasn't like Borderlands' humor. Like, they used Borderlands as characters and stuff, but it wasn't like Borderlands. Borderlands has this ultra good, ironic sense of humor, except sometimes it's just straight up adorable and hilarious, like with Claptrap. It's just great. It's great. It's amazing. I'm gonna make America great again. I keep talking like Donald Trump. Yes! Aw, man, they didn't die. It's bullcrap. That's bull. I can't believe I got him again, though. This person is really good, and I'm doing okay. Okay, let's not jinx it. And. Crap, I'll stop saying and, please, no. Roll. Okay, that's it. Done it now. You done diddly done did it. And I'm dead. What's my dream Smash roster? Basically Smash 4, but with Shantae, Tails, Shovel Knight maybe, Goku. I know Goku is pretty far-fetched, but some of the ones that other people want that I don't care too much about, but I know would make other people happy, like King K. Rool. I don't know, Inklings. They need to somehow implement Inklings into Smash. Okay, I'm going back to my main. You play Minecraft story mode most? Oh yeah, I haven't taunted at all with this dude. And this is why Pikachu's my main. Dude, they were not expecting that. There's no way. They couldn't have. Like, maybe they just let their guard down? Oof. Oh crap, that was a... Well, it ended up working out well for me in the end. Oh man. I've played people better than this person before and beat them, so this person is good, but not like the best person I've ever fought. Especially not in For Glory. I've had my butt royally kicked in For Glory. Like, there have been people who just mysteriously killed me, like, really ridiculously quickly, and I never had a chance to land a hit, and then they just left after that match. Like, I feel like I was just playing against a Smash Pro or something, and they just had to go on a For Glory and just destroy someone just for fun. I'm gonna destroy casual today. See how it makes them feel. See how it just brightens their mood. Just makes their day. I like playing people who are a lot better than me though, because it helps me improve. I oftentimes am able to learn their tricks and get better at the game. And they're catching up. They made a comeback. I have a feeling they do have a chance of winning. I'm kind of not playing as good as I was in the beginning. I'm not taking advantage of every mistake anymore, I'm just making mistakes and playing like a dummy, like a level 9 computer or something like that. I had to take advantage of that footstool. Zero Suit Samus is so fast, she takes advantage of my every flaw. Like you have to perfectly think out every movement. Because if you mess something up and you end up open for even a split second, she'll take advantage of it. Like, good Zero Suit Samus players are just ridiculous. If you're slow, you just can't be slow. You cannot play games with a Samus player. Finally! Oh man, I shouldn't have taunted at the end, that was salt. You're gonna play snipper clips? Okay, have fun. You were riding a rock in the Breath of the Wild? That sounds fun. You have one wish? You're going to the countryside tomorrow, what's your wish? Okay, I need to say GG to kind of, like, cool down after taunting that dude. So it might be triggered that I only said GG when I won, because the other games were pretty good too. I'm not a salty player. No, I'm not. Fully not. No salt here. Completely free of sodium. I'm like a bag of sugar. No salt. Not like Gatorade or saltines or pretzels. No siree. Not like the Atlantic Ocean. Nope. More like the Mississippi. Okay, what if the Mississippi River does have salt in it? I don't know what I'm talking about. It's like the biggest freshwater lake in the world. That'd be a good example of how salty I am. Yeah, I waited too long to do that. That would have worked, I think. I think that move is pretty counterable, although there are some situations where you can hit someone almost no matter what if you lock them into it. Zero Suit Samus's up special is probably one of the best. Not for recoveries, but just as an attack. You see that combo? Like, I see every good Zero Suit Samus player do that. It's like the standard Zero Suit Samus combo. It's like that one that people do with Sonic and the spin dash and the spring. Like, every Sonic player does it. It's a decent combo. I mean, everyone knows it, so it isn't really that special. But loses its value when everyone knows how to do it, and you just learn how to counter it. Pikachu's back air is great, just overall for almost any situation. Just Pikachu's back air. Use it right off the ground and just boom, just get yourself out of any sticky situation. You can even block some attacks with it. It's great. It's great. It's gonna be huge. Ah, gosh, that was revenge. Dude, I need to stop making Donald Trump jokes. To go to America one day. Woo, Alan won. Thank you, Kilo. But not this match. But I know what you mean. The last match. You want to go to America one day? I hope you can. Just like I'd like to go to Japan one day. Tell me what America's like. I've only been to some of it, and I've spent like 99% of my life in Texas. But it's a beautiful place. It's full of, usually for the most part, down to earth, good people. Lots of country, lots of just lots of, I don't know. It's a good place for the most part. America's cool. I'm glad I'm born here. I like America. It's my favorite country. It's good. It's gonna be huge. We're gonna build a wall. I love the American citizens. Frick other countries. Frick Mexico. We're gonna make them pay for our wall. I'm sorry. I'm Donald Trump. You're fired. If I don't like you, you're fired. If you're a baby, you're fired. You're fired for being a baby. Donald Trump fires babies. Deluxe. Just they have to be adults now. Can't be a baby anymore. That's a career now. It's not a stage of life. It's a career. It takes many years of training in the womb to become a baby. Okay, I was trying to Zard walk. Come on, man. I wasn't trying to leave myself open for an attack, you turd. I hate when people counter Flare Blitz. Like, it's so easy to counter. You don't use it at the right time. You have to use it when your opponent is invulnerable or in the air. Those are usually your best bets. When they can't shield. Like when they're in the middle of an attack or they miss an attack. That's when you should Flare Blitz. I love how Rock Smash has a heck ton of reach. And it lasts for so long. Like the hitboxes stick around. Charizard is just such a fun character. Except when I lose. He's trying to footstool me. America, fuck yeah. You can do a good Trump impression. I'd like to hear that. If I wasn't her dad, I'd date her. Holy crap. He said some pretty dumb stuff, hasn't he? I think you would enjoy America, though, if you went there. I don't know what other countries are like, because I haven't actually been outside of America. I mean, I can kind of guess, and then I've seen plenty of them on TV or movies or whatever, but I'm not sure how accurate those are. I know America. I mean, I know some countries are absolute crap holes, like a lot of Africa, Mexico, and I'm not trying to say the people there suck, it's just they're sucky countries. They're poor, people aren't happy there, things suck for people, and it's not good, and it's bad, it's very not good. We're gonna make America great again. Anyway, but I'd love to go to like a beautiful place like Japan, full of culture and anime activities and stuff like that. And I'd love to go to Europe, like a lot of places in Europe. Like I know every woman wants to go to frickin' Paris, but I would like to go to Paris too. Like Paris is cool. And then I'd love to go to where else would I like to go? I'd like to go to I guess Ireland. I don't think Ireland would be all that exciting, but it's like the origin of most of my family. Like I'm like 80% Irish or some crap like that. I don't know, something like that. Not 80%, but I'm like a good amount Irish. Because both sides of my family are primarily Irish. And some of my mom's side is British. There's a lot of British in there, but mostly Irish. I thought I was mostly Italian for a long time, but nope. I do love pasta. And I do have a mustache. Well, a lot of people have mustaches. Oof, 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 oof. Man, I was trying to do that. You bitch. Aha! Froppy. Frick you, Froppy, and your froppy self. No one likes you, Froppy. No one likes My Hero Academia. Everyone knows the Death Note Netflix movie is the best anime. Yes, good. I didn't do anything cool with that, but it was satisfying hitting her with my own move, with her own move. This is real pro Smash play right here. Pro level, tournament level Smash right here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you guys have to witness this beatdown. Your favorite Minecraft YouTuber. I'm stupid. Oh my gosh. I gave up. Only Irish say Irish. Irish. Every woman wants to go to Paris, but I want to go to Paris. Alan is a woman. Shut up. I'm trying to say that it's like a cliche. Like every woman is like, oh, Paris is beautiful, and there's the Eiffel Tower, and it's a tower. Look at that. The Eiffel Tower is so neat. The Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower. I don't know why I get so much freaking tourism. It's just a tower. The Eiffel Tower. Oh my gosh, the Eiffel Tower. It's so romantic. The Eiffel Tower. Okay, you get it. The Eiffel Tower. Like, shut up. It's not that cool. But no, it's a neato place. They got cool chocolate or something like that. I don't know. That might be Belgium. I don't know. Something like that. You would love to attend the Red Bull Art of Motion one day? Is that like an exercising thing where people run? Because in that case, I'm not interested in it, but more power to you if you are, because I'm not athletic, but you probably are. Oh yeah, did you actually get bit by that dog? I watched that video and you said it was like the dog in the thumbnail and it's like he almost bit my hand off. But like, it was only a little bit of the video and the music was playing and it looks like you started recording like midway through with your encounter with the dog. And then it looked like the dog lost interest in you, like when you were recording, and he just walked off. So it didn't seem like he was all that aggressive. So what actually happened there? Were you just joking in the thumbnail? By the way, I'm talking to Tyler. I looked at his YouTube channel. He has some pretty neat videos. He has some vlog videos. They're kind of long. I would like to give him some tips on editing. They're good. He has interesting... He's good at camera angles and crud.
I think we should get him for that. If we ever do a group assignment and have him in our group, and Principles of AV Tech, we should get him as the camera guy, because he knows how to do camera angles and lighting and stuff pretty well. Crap, I had a chance to get him. Oh, okay, I got him anyway. Yes and no? So, was it just a dog playing with you, or were you just joking, or what? Give me the info, give me the spicy information. Because the video was confusing. It leads people into thinking that you actually got attacked by a dog, and that was just like a tiny part of the video. You gotta be more upfront what's going on, or you're just gonna confuse people. You're like, what the frick was actually going on with this video? Where was the dog? Why did he only just show up in like 5 seconds of the video, and why did he just walk off after maybe like jumping up on you and pawing you? Okay, that was dumb. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. That was cool. I like wall jumped off the side of the stage to recover. Like it was pointless, but cool. That was awesome. Oof. Let it be known that this person is really good. This Froppy guy. Whoa, wow, woo. I'm surprised no one got mad at me for saying My Hero Academia sucks. I didn't mean it. I'm actually really interested in the show. For the anime. The anime. The one girl with short hair and Froppy are both really cute, and I like the main protagonist. He seems like an interesting character. Oof. Seems like my type of anime. It reminds me of Naruto. Naruto. Okay, did that dude just commit suicide? Did that boy just do that? He did nibble some of my leg off? For a full-on bit? For a full-on bite? No. He nibbled some of your leg off. Jeez. What kind of vids do you think I'd be best at? You should do more of those cool videos where you're like, because you seem to have like a lot of property or something, or like a lot of space, a lot of place, like a lot of area to walk around. So you should do more like hanging out with your friends or like doing crap like whatever. And you have your drone. The one huge criticism I have of your drone video is that you record it at night. Like you can't even see anything. So do another drone video where you're recording at day and fly it around a little bit, because that'd be cool. I'd like to see that. And your vlogs are pretty good. And then you need to shorten your vlogs up a little bit. Like the problem with your dog vlog, like the one where you got attacked by the dog, too much of the video was just you walking around with music playing. That might have been partially attributed to you editing with a phone video editor. I know maybe cutting clips out might be a little more difficult than that. Or like, I don't know, I used a phone video editor and I know how they can limit you in certain ways. Like in ways that you wouldn't think about when you were recording or editing with PC software. Like phone video editors sometimes have really weird features and restrictions. So they're meant to be simple, like they're just really simple video editing for like slideshows and crap for the most part. Like the kind of thing that maybe someone would need a video editor for like once, maybe once in a lifetime. Like most people, like maybe once or twice in like a year, more like. Because you know a lot of people don't really use video editors very often. Ah, man, shoot. But what I was saying was, what I was trying to get to is you need to shorten that up a little bit. Like, it was like 10 minutes of just you walking and stop signs and crap and the same music, or like 3 different songs. And it just got really boring. I just had to skip ahead through the video until the part where you got attacked by the dog. And just try to shorten things up like that. Like, that entire scene that lasted about 10 minutes could have been shortened to about 9 seconds, or like maybe even 30 seconds. And we could have just gotten the gist of you walking around, and you could have shown some of the same scenery just in much less time. But other than that, I like what you're doing, and your camera angles are good, and the lighting is good and stuff like that. And I just got my butt kicked. Hunter x Hunter. I don't like edgy anime. Like anime that's all dark and crap. I mean, it can be dark sometimes. Naruto has dark moments, but it's mostly about like a happy story of happiness. Not happiness, but triumph over evil and the shinobis finding their way. No, I don't know. What am I talking about? I've only beat this person once, and we fought almost 10 times now. Might as well rename this stream me losing to a person named Froppy over and over and over. Also, how long have I been streaming? It must be like quite a bit now. My phone still says 19 minutes, so we'll say that. I've been streaming for 19 minutes. And now I can't see the chat, which is great, and I won't be able to until this match is over because I jacked up. Eats my bombs. Frick me up. No. I am your superior. I am you, but not Zero Suit. I am the true Samus. I'm the real Samus. You cannot challenge me. How? And they are beating the crap out of me. Okay, crap. How? Yay. Whoop. Darn it. Just reacting to every single hit. How? Come on, man. Eat that, boy. That's how real men play Smash Bros. As women. Whoa. Just a group of women duking it out. Frick, I'm dead. On top of a platform flying on a Wii level graphics island for some reason. That actually looks really cool despite that. Despite the models being really low in poly count. Oof. So, Zero Suit Samus is clearly superior to regular Samus. But, can I get a KO? That's the real question. Can I get at least one? Oh, and I lived. How much longer will I live? Right? Maybe not much longer at all. Oh man, they were ready for that. They were just about to kill me there. And oh no, and I'm alive. Can I get one KO, please? I think they're trying to avoid that specifically. Like, they know it's over, but I'm just delaying the inevitable. Oh no. And they probably expected me to die from that. So they didn't follow up. Until then. It was only the 5th video you made. I understand. I'm not trying to be really judgy or anything. And it is a good video. I like your videos. Like, especially for your first few videos, like, they're really good. Like, my first videos were really crappy, and you're off to a better start than I am. So, how about 4 to 5 minutes? Just of walking and music? No, you would want those scenes to be really short. If you're not talking, then you need to kind of speed it up. Like, vlogs don't need to be really long. GGs. Those were GGs. I wish I could say GG back or click start. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for being cool. I wish I could show that sentiment back. I'll just taunt at the beginning of the match. I've gotten really good at Zelda somehow. She's supposed to be my sister's main, but I guess now she's one of my best characters, so well. Her name is Diddy. Okay, let's go. I'm ready for this. Let's go. Oh no, oh no, not ready for that. Nope. And my nose is itchy. Thank you, nose. It's wonderful. I love that support you're giving me. Time to be cheap. Oh, you wanted to banana me? I thought I was trying to banana him back, but that didn't work. That was awesome. I'm just saying, that's pretty awesome. And I helped him recover, and I killed myself. That wasn't. Great. He might have actually died from that jetpack missing the platform edge, but I kind of helped him recover by hitting him in that case. Let's pick up this banana without slipping up, never mind. Okay, Zelda's up special is actually the best freaking up special in the game. Because you can use it, it's a really powerful attack and it's a really great recovery. Yes. Wonderful. I'm still dead though, I know I'm screwed. Okay, eat this. Aw. How could you betray your banana like that? Sure, it betrayed you, but you're supposed to be the bigger man in this situation. Just let me have that banana. Oh no, oh no, oh no. £64, 8 trigrams. That's pretty much what that is. Zelda is Hinata confirmed. And dead. Oh, should the vlogs be 4 or 5 minutes? Yeah, that could work. That's a pretty good one. You don't want to bore people, and you want to get your message across, not necessarily as quick as possible, but just keep it kind of snappy. People don't want to... I mean, I'm sure most people don't want to spend 20 minutes watching a vlog. I mean, maybe I should speak for myself. I'm not the biggest fan of vlogs in general, but maybe folks who do enjoy watching them for a long time, I don't know. People have their specific preferences. I mean, I have an audience that says something about people's preferences, like what the frick are they doing on my channel? There's a lot of nice stuff that they could be watching instead. Will I go live tomorrow? Yep, I'll be doing an animation stream. Oof. Oh, nice. I'll do that. Fox. Cloud. But you were a gentleman. You don't hit a Princess Peach. You don't hit a whammon. But respect women. Poor Princess Peach. Getting disrespected by these Smash characters. I'm just kidding. She's like the most disrespectful character in the game. What am I talking about? Freaking pulling Toad out of her dress to use as a defense, while Toad just screams and kicks for his life. Like, how could you betray me like this, princess? Like, what have you done to Princess Peach, Sakurai? What terrible future is this where Peach has become an evil dictator who uses her subjects as literal human shields, or Toad shields, I guess. Living shields. That's awful. Don't you care about your subjects? I mean, Rosalina does it too. Like, she seems to care about the Lumas in Galaxy, but then she'll just, you know, like, literally just go through several Lumas in one Smash match, which is basically just a fight for sport. Like, you don't think the Smash fighters actually permanently die in Smash. I wouldn't assume they do, but the Lumas ain't coming back. The Lumas are gone. She's got an instant Luma cache that she has. She has like a room full of Lumas being bred. Every time a Luma's born, it gets teleported over to her and dies in battle, just for fun. I mean, that's probably not what's actually happening. We do know that the Pikmin are actually dying, though. Like, all Mars Pikmin are definitely dying. I mean, we see their spirits rising into the heavens after they get killed in a game that's for sport. I mean, Pikachu can freaking kill Pikmin. You could think of that as like Pikachu killing Pokemon, almost. I mean, Pikmin aren't Pokemon, but that's a Pokemon committing murder. Like, what the heck? Smash Brothers. I'm overthinking it now, aren't I? Oh man. Rerunning or parkour? Yeah, that'd be cool, just don't kill yourself. Be careful. You're playing Mario plus Rabbids? Oh wait, is this a different... Okay, never mind, just forget what I said. Okay, it's Toon Link time. My nose has been insanely itchy like the past 20 minutes. For some reason. It's like my body has to prevent me from winning in Smash. Okay, it's Toon Link time. Okay, you know I can block that with my shield? Oh no. Ha! Take that. Alright. Toon Link is best Link, definitely. Hey, I have cheat moves too. You've forgotten I'm a Link clone? He's literally known as the cheapest projectile using character in the game. Yes. Aw man, if I had gotten a double snipe there, that would have been literally beautiful and amazing and great and wonderful. I'm gonna make high roll great again. My awesome bow snipes. I feel like this is the world punishing me for making terrible Donald Trump jokes. I mean, that was okay. Not bad, not bad. Oof. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Nice. I just blew myself up. Sheesh, man, come on. Lay off, it's just a kid. Oh man, not good. Grab my bomb. Oh, you could out-bomb the Bomberman? Bomberman needs to be a Smash character. Okay, I thought it's a sin to give me a kill confirm against a dude that I've only beat once, and like when I fought him like 10 times. And have the kill confirm and not actually confirm a kill. Because that's mean. That's just mean. Come on, game. I was expecting better of you. I'm disappointed in you, Smash Brothers. Okay, now he's gonna murder me. Nope, I'm alive. And okay. Oh, I deserve that. Nice. Dude, that was so intense. Oh, good night, Tyler. Talk to you tomorrow? Oh yeah, on stream. Yeah, 'cause remember, I won't be at school. Okay, now for my true main. No, I'm just kidding. I'm good with Yoshi, though. Okay, how many people are still here? 5, apparently? Doesn't seem like it. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Are you still here, Alex? Being bored out of your life? I honestly wouldn't blame everyone for leaving. It's okay. And then I just start complaining about it. Oof. No, no, no. It's not that easy to beat me. Okay, I'm sorry. There. Omnivore of the year. It's like all you guys hear now is just controller clicking. It's great. Get out of here. No, 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 no. Aw. Oh, cool. Oh, Flappy Bro and Alex are still here. I always count on you, Alex. Poor Bean. She's like, I think her parents cracked down on her electronics use or something. And now she can't hang out on like every stream all night anymore. Oh yeah, I hope you don't have school tomorrow and you're staying up this late. That was the worst way to die though. I can't believe I just did that. I mean, I knew what I knew it before I did it, but I still pressed the button somehow. Mean. That was nice. Mad? Dude, he's mad about something. Use that same combo on me 3 times in a row. Dude, come on. How? How? Jeez. Okay, that was dumb. I'm sorry. Frick. Oof. Oh no! Dude! 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 Yeah, I can be cheap. I can be cheap. I can be cheap. Want some cheap? Have some cheap. Okay, never mind. Forget that. Now I can't move. At all. Okay, come on, man. Okay. I fell for that twice. You're probably not going to go to school tomorrow since you were sick today? Oh, I see. You might want to go to sleep, because if you don't go to sleep soon enough and you stay up too late when you're sick, it actually makes it harder for you to recover. You need lots of sleep to recover. You'll have to go. You'll join the stream when you get back. Alright, man. Here, I'll play like one more match against this guy. I'm kind of ashamed of these last few. Let's go Megan. Megan Man. Megan Man. Not Mega Man, it's Megan Man. I'm sorry you guys had to hear that. I'm excited for the new Mega Man game, especially because it's on Swish. On Swish. Why do you not taunt, jerk? You're cool, but taunt, man. It's how you be sportsman-y. It's called good sportsmanship. Don't be a salty boy. Whoa. Whoa. I'm the only salty boy allowed. when we get serious. Full on melee. I don't even play melee. I can dash dance too. Well, it's not smart to do when you're getting hit, but... Okay, I should have expected that. There, finally. Oh no, he ain't dead. He ain't dead. That's not nice. Fox, you should be polite and die when people attack you. That's what people expect when they attack you. They expect you to die. It's not nice to not die. Come on, man. Be nice. Be a gentleman. Be the bigger man. Ow. Oof. 2 failed grabs. Ah! No! No! No, no! No, no. I keep trying to charge blast, and instead I get a running gun. Oh boy. Yee. That doesn't kill though. No matter how many times you do that, it won't kill. Unless I'm at like really high damage, I guess. Hi. Hi, my name is what? My name is who? My name is this little frick. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. No! Well, you wouldn't have to go to school tomorrow. Okay, I was just being a good friend, but honestly, you think the same way I do, so can't disagree with you there. Dude, I don't want my last match against this dude to be a loss, but then also if I beat him and then leave, that's total lame-o. So I'm just gonna say, you're good, and then I'm out of here. Maybe you should end the stream after this? Yeah, I should. You have a good night. Thanks for sticking around, man. If anyone else is here, then thanks to you too. And thanks to everyone who stuck around this long. You know, I wonder if anyone will actually ever go back and watch these archives. Like, I doubt anyone, like, even if I get super popular, I doubt anyone's going to go back and watch too many of the archives, because that's like hundreds of hours of streams. But and shoutouts to anyone who watches this archive or just skips through the archive and like just skips the video to this point. Shout out to you.